I hear that from you, Rob.
So I decided to start the second you said something nasty about me.
Okay.
Anything before 7's early, right?
Yes,
Usually
right.
start
All right, I'm
half
going to
7.
start the recap. All right.
Go for it.
Go for it.
When last we left our party, they were a man down owing to Yolya's sudden departure, and so they decided to set off in search of a temporary replacement. They hired an ornery mercenary called O'Malley Jones and set off to help their friend Francisca with the threat of a looming dragon civil war. She instructed them to meet her at a place called Soraha, which was an unassuming ship graveyard off the coast of the Citadel of the Moon. The party spent an evening trading tales of varying levels of joviality with their new acquaintance, which I spelled acquaintant, and in the morning set off on the back of a scrapped hunting barge pulled by scrappy scrappers. En route, Francisca contacted them and told them that she wouldn't be able to pick them up personally, but they should search for an individual called Vero. After picking their way across the rubble of the ship graveyard, picking a fight with a seagull, and being directed by some very friendly talking birds, they found Vero, a brass dragon disguised as a hermit who had been waiting for them. He'd been instructed to take them to Dragon's Rest by Francisca. And after introductions were made, Vero showed them to his own ship, the Sky Swimmer, a small barge made from salvaged parts, and the group set out into the skies to begin their voyage to Dragon's Rest. With that, I will start the music and set the scene for you. So, for all of you, you have just left the island on board this sort of very piecemeal ship. It's, created from the remnants of other broken ships and stitched together. And, the planks are all different colors and don't really fit together perfectly. Vero will be piloting, but I mean, at the minute you're still going quite slowly because you only just set off, so he's able to divert his attention away, especially in open skies.
Is the boat a claptrap?
It's a little bit of a junker. Okay. Thanks for writing. Okay.
Damn it.
Not being in the game for 2 sessions and immediately commits suicide off the side of the boat. Okay, so this is a pretty small ship. It's got 2 decks. Obviously, your main deck has 2 ballistae, which are small salvaged and repaired things. Essentially, the stuff that ended up in Saraha, as I explained last session, are things that were either too broken to fix or too expensive to be worth fixing. So Vero, with, being a dragon with massive strength and time, has sort of been able to cobble these things together to make his own ship. What he will, there is quarters downstairs. Unfortunately, you will all have to share because there is not enough room for one set of private rooms. But essentially, downstairs there is a small storage area, 2 bunks, one being the captain's quarters and the other being for the rest of you, as well as the engine room, which is where the Skystone core is that keeps the damn ship afloat. Vera will address all of you and say, so, am I to believe you guys have, sailed before?
We did, but not on our own.
I mean, that's fair. I don't really expect you to pilot a ship yourselves.
Yeah, I've never driven a boat.
From what I've heard, I'm not sure I should trust you.
At this, O'Malley is clinging onto the side, having never left the ground in his entire life.
Okay. Like a cat who's never been outdoors, lying flat on the ground.
He's clinging onto whatever the side is here, just clinging onto it, not even talking to anyone or looking in anyone's direction.
Like a dog in a car for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taito just looks at him and rolls his eyes.
The Echo is also
Flips
just
them
like
off.
sort of. Oh no, I was going to say the Echo is more or less doing a similar thing. He's
Oh
like
no,
lying
I'm
flat on the
sorry.
ground.
O'Malley is flipping off Taito.
Oh, okay.
I flip off Taito off because he's looking at me still. It's like, oh, fuck you as well, then you prick.
Yeah. The Echo is sort of lying flat on the ground and has his arms like locked, wrapped around the bars that let light onto the lower decks or onto the lower deck.
With the
And
Echo, is it all
mhm.
the DM's decision what it does?
For the
Basically?
most
Only-
part,
only
Alex
outside of
gave
that.
me a vague personality, but
Okay.
Alex can control the Echo. In
If I
combat, will
wanted,
do so.
yeah.
What you
if I
do is like
wanted to-
scripted things, like
Yeah.
he takes a sip.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like flavor
Basically.
things. I allow
Yeah.
Logan
Same
to
as with
have
Taito.
control and flavor.
Oh, yeah.
You can say what Taito is doing, or I can say what Taito is doing, but in the end, he's your character, so you get say over it.
Okay.
The thing that Vera sort of like looks down at O'Malley then and with a grin says, "Well, in that case, for the sake of the inexperienced here, and maybe as a bit of a refresher course for the rest of you, I'd like you all to just follow me for a moment." And he sort of steps down from the top deck and motions to there is probably a doorway here which like leads into a stairwell below deck, below the mast. But before the stairwell is what is essentially a bunch of coat hangers with leather harnesses hanging from them. And Vera will point them out and say, "These."
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I remember these.
These are very standard issue items found up here. Generally, most captains will require you to be wearing one of these if you are on deck. I know that you're all very competent, and I'm not going to make it a requirement if for some reason you didn't want to, but these are sky harnesses. These will
Odd
save
just
your
chuckles
life.
at Marley.
The new brave Hyakin refuses to wear one.
Okay? These will save your life if you fall off the ship. On each of them is a crystal on the left and right shoulder. The crystal on the left is a green gem with a symbol of a feather on it. Pressing that gem will activate a feather fall spell on yourself. The gem on the right is a blue gem with the symbol of a wing on it. Pressing that will give you, for 1 round, a fly speed of 60 feet.
Hyakin changed his mind.
Uh-huh.
I guess I don't need it.
O'Malley
You probably
immediately
don't, no.
grasps the harness and it's like, how do I put this on?
I look at the banana
The,
peel on the deck and I instantly throw it on like there's no tomorrow.
The Echo tries to grab O'Malley's harness off him. Tries to wrestle with him for it.
I'm literally starting to wrestle. It's like, get your own, you stupid thing. You don't even need one, you prick.
It's the Echo won't take up a harness. It doesn't really matter. You can resummon it at any time, and it is aware of that. Although how comfortable it is with that fact is questionable.
I obviously swing a fist at the Echo to try and force it to yield the harness.
Yeah, it'll give up pretty quick if you like fight it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the rest of you, that's how sky harnesses work. You haven't had to deal with them for quite a while being on the surface, but they are an essential piece of kit for anyone who plans on traveling through the skies.
They give them to babies in my room.
Okay. Those are called wings, Sarah.
Yeah.
Does Rizu still need a flight harness? Can't remember.
Well, she doesn't need one. She can fly on her own. If she was ever incapacitated, I guess the featherfall might be handy, but like she could still just fly. It generally wouldn't mean much to her.
What if it was particularly gusty?
Yeah. Strong winds definitely do make it harder to fly.
And also, what if the
it,
boat flies faster than whatever it's like 60 meters a turn or something?
and you fall behind forehead.
Ha! Sarah, I'm going to fly the
Yeah.
ship off without you.
What kind of team is this?
Spins the steering wheel of the ship.
Yeah. So, Vero will give you all a brief tour of the ship. It's all fairly standard stuff. Down in the storage room, there is basically nothing of major interest. There's no real weapons or anything. There is mostly just like food and water provisions to last you for the journey. And as well as like some minor repair materials, like some spare lumber and nails and tools. The engine room is where there is an enormous skystone, piece of refined skystone, which functions as the core of the ship. It essentially does most of the heavy lifting, keeping the ship afloat, as well as several pieces of brass machinery that seem to feed into the mechanism on the rear of the ship. As was explained to you before, it is a gnomish invention, which does allow the ship to somewhat move without wind, although not quickly. So, if the sails were ever compromised, you would still be able to somewhat move. And with the sails, it does make you marginally faster. That being said, I will bring you onto the world map so that you can see how far the journey is that you are going to be making.
Man, I wanted to Jack and Rose the ship.
Well, you'll be able to in a minute. This is only to show you.
Oh, okay.
So, each hex is 3 days of travel. You're probably more... No, you are probably there. You haven't moved 3 days out of the Citadel of the Moon yet. You've only moved 1 day. So, it'd be 2 days to get to the next hex, and then 3 days from then. So, it'd be 2, 5, 8, 11... and that would bring you to the edge of Dragon's Rest, would be an 11-day journey. So you've got quite a lot of time ahead of you before you get anywhere, really. So, my question is, during this 11-day journey, what are you guys getting up to with mostly just yourselves for company?
Who's up for a game of checkers?
Who's up for a fight?
Oh,
What?
I like a
Okay.
fight.
Really?
Lethal or non-lethal?
Not lethal.
Lethal.
Fucking
obviously.
dumbass. Fucking, what kind of question is that?
Lethal. Yeah,
I
don't wanna
mean,
kill you.
I mean,
just wanna-
you've drew points from me before, Alex, from a non-lethal fight.
A bit of fun practice before we get to the
Non-lethal
main
just
event.
means that if you drop to 0, you're unconscious rather than bleeding out.
Yeah.
You still like lose hit points when you get hit. You just can't die from it. You
I
go
was thinking like
unconscious.
a Rocky style fighting montage.
Uh-huh.
Train ourselves up.
Uh-huh. Regain Sarah a couple of points of strength.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately it's going to take more than 11 days for that. Increasing an ability score.
So it's permanently daytime then, isn't it, on the surface?
No, there's just a normal day-night cycle up here in
okay.
the skies. It's just that on the surface, there's a giant layer of clouds that blocks out the sun, which is why it's permanently nighttime.
I wasn't sure if it was like the opposite of what's on the surface, where it's permanently nighttime.
No, it's up here is actually fairly natural skies apart from the floating ship. Occasionally you do see fish that have wings, which is a bit... Well, by now you'd probably be used to it. And Erlan, who has, lived in this world, same as O'Malley, that's just a natural thing up here. In the skies, there are flying fish. Smile.
I'm just happy to see light for once, natural light.
Was that a Magikarp?
O'Malley is still trying to get used to natural light.
Uh-huh.
My eyes!
I want to
Just
try and
see-
catch a flying fish.
Steam coming from O'Malley's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to draw a flying fish right now?
Is that
Yeah.
Okay.
the lesser spotted
think,
orange frisbee fish?
O'Malley is probably just keeping mainly to himself if people like come over to what he's doing. He's just playing like cards and stuff with his echo.
Okay.
Keeping
Like
himself
lightning bolt attacking the fish.
keeping himself entertained, just like that. Maybe something
Yeah.
such as like arm wrestling the echo, just general stuff, and then trying to scavenge people's booze off them and drinking it. More than
Yeah.
likely pushing himself over to Erlan, who he knows seems to have this infinite supply of wine, just so he can grab some drinks off him.
Yeah.
Electric
I
fin
spend my
twist.
time, like how in prison people just keep on throwing the ball at the wall.
Uh-huh.
I do that with the pebble.
Oh no, you have like the really annoying bouncy ball as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course I do. Of course I forgot about that. Yeah. I'm
The
just
bouncy ball
contemplating
that
that
makes like a
bouncing
really
ball.
annoying sound. Oh, what was the sound again? Was it just the sound
Quack
of
or something,
screaming?
wasn't it?
Oh,
it,
sorry.
it was
Quack.
it was the duck noise.
Yeah. So you just throw that against the wall for.
So it'll be bouncing. It will like bounce at the wall and then on the floor, and then it'll catch it. So it'll go whack 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 whack.
For 11 days non-stop.
Uh-huh.
My God. We'll all go
After
insane.
about like the second day, O'Malley is probably gone. Do you mind?
Are there any like locked rooms on the ship that no one can go into?
Oh, here we go.
What?
Here we go. Is there any locked rooms we can go into and steal all the shit from?
There is a lock on the
Ooh.
captain's quarters.
Uh-huh.
But it's a very small ship. So the captain's quarters is below deck and essentially next door to your room. Would you like to try and sneak in there while Vero is piloting the ship?
I was going to ask him if he wanted to show me around the ship. You know, since we got all this time, give me a little tour of your vessel.
I mean, he did do that. He would have shown you all of the
I wanna-
4 rooms.
No, I want a
one of
private.
which is the main deck.
I want a private tour.
Oh, okay.
Go, Chris.
Well, I mean-
go see if you can chat him into giving you one.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just make like a persuasion check to see if he's willing to give you a private tour of the 4 rooms he already showed to everyone.
All right. What do you say?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. All right. Yeah, persuasion, not perception. Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, sir.
Me too.
I'm sure this ship is going to do quite well if you just kind of let it drift for a little while. You know, we can let Erlan. You know, he's a nice gentleman. We can always ask him to pilot the ship for the time being. But I was just going to ask you.
Sticking my nose in the corner.
I was just going to ask you. Mind if I have a little private tour of the ship? You know, just a little one-on-one. You know, you can show me the sights. The things that people can't see on a normal little tour, like the back alley tour kind of thing.
He looks at you a little like weird. All right. He's like, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't mind showing you everything again. I don't really know what you're expecting to see. I kind of showed you everything. I mean, if you're looking for like my hoard, it's not on the ship.
Can I just say, he did make it sound like he was proposing to have anal in the fucking
Actually, yeah. Hang on.
The back alley one. The back alley tour.
Okay.
Somewhere
He
private,
doesn't,
quiet, where no one else sees.
Yeah, he doesn't pick up on the innuendo and does not believe that you're trying to pick him up right now. Although he would be very flattered. And he is like, well, I mean, like, we're in open skies right now. There's not really anything that we could crash into. As long as no one like points us straight down, we should be fine.
I was going to ask him if he does any illegal dealings. You know, like trading of nefarious goods.
It's like, no, I mostly just, live in my ship lair and feed birds most of the time.
Yeah. No, I see. Yeah, clean man. Clean, got it. Yeah, birds.
But, he will lead you downstairs, and I think initially he would lead you to the engine room because, like, from his perspective, that would be where the interesting stuff is, like him actually having worked on the complicated gnomish machinery here, and he would begin like an incredibly boring, tedious, dry explanation of exactly how it works. And it's like, yes, and this is the specificity capacitor and the valence plate charger and the blah 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 blah. And it goes on for like half an hour while he like in detail explains every strange brass instrument.
Hey, what does this thing do? And pulls a lever.
Like steam begins to whiz out, and he like rushes over, like, no. That's the storage tank control for the capacitance steam. Blah blah blah.
I'm loving this.
And yeah, like it's not an exciting conversation at all. It seems to be like some incredibly fiddly, overcomplicated piece of machinery.
It's because it's just
that
bones
like
taped together.
yeah, that like something that like no reasonable person would have ever designed, which is pretty standard for gnomish designs. And he's like, well, actually, like after like half an hour, he finally runs out of things to like talk to you about the engines. Like, I mean, there's another 2 rooms, but like you sleep in the one, so you probably know it about as well as me. And I mean, like I can show you my bedroom again.
I don't know where you're taking this, but you know, I personally feel like your room is your personal space. I just wanted a nice detailed tour of the
Once
ship.
again, he misses the innuendo completely.
Is this out in like the open space? So O'Malley's there, probably playing cards and overhearing this conversation.
It's probably the end.
I mean,
still.
it's below deck, but like I'd assume that you would be below deck, O'Malley.
Yeah, playing
so...
cards. So I'm literally there with my cards against my echo, and I just like, as I'm hearing most of this, look up and look at like, what the fuck are you trying to do?
He's swinging.
I just want to know if he does anything illegal. Want a new friend to do illegal shit with, but fine.
If you're going to try and born him, just fucking ask him to have sex with you.
That's what I'm not. It's not what I'm here for. If I
there are
that,
like
I'd go to any of the cities.
deep red. It's like, oh, that's what you. Oh, I am very flattered, sir, but I'm sorry, I don't do that with. I mean, I'm not speciesist, but I'm very sorry. I'm just not interested in people who are
your kind.
It's fine.
Incompatible in those ways.
Incompatible. What is it like putting a triangle in a circle, huh?
It's like he's a giant fucking dragon who's like using magic to shrink himself down to this size.
You can't hide his teeth.
Hey, I wasn't after any.
No, it's like a Ken doll right now. There's nothing there.
Nothing there.
Just smooth.
Smooth.
What's he gonna do? Give himself like an illusion dong? That's not gonna help him.
I mean, he could have kept his dragon dong on this human
That
body.
would be worse.
Okay, I've taken this too far.
You're gonna try and get him drunk and get him to.
Is this all supposed
isn't
to be
here
correct?
his dragon dong.
filthy sex with a big dragon person. Okay. I just wants to know about illegal stuff.
Yeah. Chris is just thinking that damn brave.
Damn you, brave.
Oh no! Oh no!
Not even a bard, dude.
Logan, we go back to season 1, whole circumference.
Oh god. Okay.
Logan, just so we know the law and the science behind it. How large would you say in inches is a dragon dong?
I mean, when he is a huge creature, that would make him dimensionally the same size as a giant. So, you do the maths on that.
His pee the size of a
Would you
house.
say he has a
guys.
smaller average sized dong?
For a
even large.
dragon?
Yeah, for a dragon.
Oh, exceptionally small for a dragon, yeah.
Mm.
Right, I want the master to like slap its boat and say, "I can fit X amount of something in this."
I can fit 2 inches of my dong in this bad boy and it slaps your ass.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is that Ott takes up 1/4 of a square, and a dragon takes up 9 squares
Oh boy!
on the map. So,
But how much does a dong take?
Well, I mean, like, you'd
Six of
think
6 of the 9.
Yeah, can you draw it for us next to the ship?
to scale.
To scale.
No need.
Mm.
Oh.
You got a lot of time to burn on this ship, Logan.
So, going to
This is the
your
next 11
asking
sessions in game.
after- Yeah, going after asking about whether he does any illegal trading, he says, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, while your laws don't really mean a massive amount to me, not really being part of your society, I just don't really see many, like, mortal people. I sometimes see other dragons, but, like, it's more of like a family gathering sort of deal than, like, illicit trading.
Do you guys have like dragon taxes?
I mean, not really. If you, like, fuck up, then our mother might, like, demand compensation.
If
But
I were to
that's
replace
really-
every single bit of this boat with a new bit of boat, do you still have the same boat, but it looks exactly the same?
Are you trying to fit Ship of Theseus me right now? Because,
Amali overhearing that and not being smart is just like,
A boat is boat.
what?
boat is
What
boat.
DM1? This is a boat.
Vero tries to get much more, like, takes you very seriously and tries to get much more philosophical about it, but, like, I think he slips out on a technicality by, like, saying, well, technically this is all the junker that's made from spare parts anyway, and, this ship is not any
It
of
never
the...
began as a boat.
Well, no, this ship is not the same as the things that it was made from. It's not the other ships that it was made from spare parts of, its own thing. So clearly the ship exists independently of the parts it's made out of. So it doesn't really matter what it's made out of, it'd still be the same ship.
Does the ship have a name?
Yeah, it's the Sky Swimmer.
Yeah.
This
Too
is
quick.
Michael.
Too quick. It's whack whack.
Oh, I thought Sky Swimmer was the type of boat it was.
It's the name
Called
of the
Wet
ship.
Wet.
What?
How do you spell that?
All you hear is a large bang on the table as O'Malley then stands up saying, "I win again, you prick!" It's just one of the
The
just one
Echo,
of
like,
other-
starts slamming its fist on the ground.
yeah.
What were you saying, Nick?
I can't remember now. Oh.
Oh,
How do you
yeah,
spell?
to
How do you
it.
spell whack whack?
Oh, whack
Oh.
whack.
No, that's the noise that
It's quack.
Erlan's doing.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Whack whack.
Is it Waluigi Wa?
Tell us about the other boats that you used the parts from to make this boat.
It does sound like madness on this boat.
Well, it's a mixture of various things that you found around Soraha. So it's scrapped hunting barges, scrapped elven scouting or battleships, the occasional failed gnomish prototype, the very occasional dwarven galley, but you don't get too many dwarves up in the sky. They tend to prefer solid ground. And like, he points out as he's, like, going through things, like, different because, like, the ship very much does look like a mishmash of different styles, and,
Materialised.
like, different sections of it are decorated in completely different ways. So, like, some of the more ornate parts are elvish, and then there's, like, a lot of, like, brass and like rivets and just, like, hodgepodge nailed together
Isn't it like a lot
messes.
of glue and nails holding all
Yeah,
this in
for
place?
the gnomish parts. And, like,
God.
it
Is
does
a
seem
thing?
like he is a very skilled craftsman. Like, he has been able to fit all this together and make it work. But it is made of a hodgepodge of weird parts that aren't meant to fit together. And he sort of retrofitted everything.
Retro? Someone say retro?
That's not his stream!
I don't know what you're on about.
These are my Georgian handles.
Can I ask him how old he is?
Vero, yeah.
Oh.
Um,
How old are you?
oh, yeah. He, okay.
You're a
Blunt,
bit thrown
but-
off.
I thought you wanted me to RP, so
Oh, yeah.
just gonna ask him.
I think we were all doing that.
Yeah, so how old are you, Logan?
How old am I?
The DM?
I was
Yeah, the DM.
I was old when this world was young, literally.
Wow. I mean, this world's only.
This
about 2
world
years
being
old,
a Horizon, yeah.
right?
But no, Vera says, well, for a dragon, I'm actually not considered to be an adult by very much. I'm only 500 years old.
That's old to me.
I'm
You know your stuff.
Old enough to fly a boat.
I definitely I'm old enough to take my boating license, but
Yeah.
How
Can we
old?
see
you-
your boating license?
I don't have one.
How
Oh,
old? Are you,
You a
God. Oh,
tween?
God. I put the suit on. Putting the flying suit on.
The harness.
Yep.
how old do you have to be to fly a boat?
You have to be
400
whatever your
left.
race deem an adult.
Oh, okay.
It changes, between races.
Wait, can
Because
Richie fly
if
a boat?
Sarah had, no, she's not an adult yet.
Oh.
No.
No, don't
She's
trust
probably
him.
like 6 months off still. She could start learning.
Immediately nosedives.
So 17 then. In human equivalence.
I guess so, yeah. 17, 18.
Do you have a paper license with your photo on it?
Paper license. What was this? The 70s.
It's laminated as well.
Wow,
Wow.
laminated. Wow, how did this
Yeah.
come? How do they laminate things in this universe?
Magic lamination.
Oh my
Lamination magic. You get a wizard, they cast prestidigitation on it.
What level spell is that, bro?
Prestidigitation is a cantrip, and you should know that.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm going to laminate everything from now on.
So
That's my next spell.
yeah, we've had answers on what a few people are doing here. Clearly, Hyarkin is flexing his artistic muscles right now. Like, I imagine you're just like painting on one of the walls.
I'm fly
Like,
fishing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're fishing, are you?
I think that's what the picture
That's my
is.
electric shooting the fish in the sky.
Oh, okay.
It's just killing fish.
And then I'm
Not even
flying out.
catching them. You're just like shooting them.
Just target
Okay.
practice.
That's fine.
How much?
It's keeping me entertained. And I'm scratching the amount that I've killed on the side of the boat.
Okay. I'm assuming you're just using cantrips. I'd be a bit worried if you're casting lightning bolt every time, but
I'm doing lightning bolt and then having a
Okay.
sleep. Having a sleep when I've used up all my spell slots.
well, Hyarkin is awake for 12 seconds out of every day.
That's how I'm.
It's been a real quick journey for him.
Genius. Doesn't get bored.
Risu, what have you been up to?
Probably just been asking Vera Dragon questions
Okay.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, brass dragons in particular are very sociable. They enjoy, like, sharing stories and hearing stories. So, like, any questions you ask are, like, extremely enthusiastically answered.
When he breaks down some of his stories, O'Malley's instantly turns around and says, "Did I ever tell you about the time that ogre killed himself by falling onto a spike?"
When it went through his penis, yeah, you told me that one.
Oh, it's not that one actually. It's a different one. It was just as funny though.
Oh, okay.
And-
He
then-
he very eagerly like sits and listens as you tell the story.
O'Malley just goes full blown into like gory detail of the entire fight that occurred between himself and this ogre and what happened, and essentially, and then as he's jumping off, he decides he thinks he can actually make the jump. I don't know how he thought he can make the jump. It was like 100-foot drop. Like, what's he doing? He might be an ogre, but jumping 100 feet, you know. Anyway, so there's this like palisade wall, and he fucks his jump up, and he falls and slashes his neck right on it, impales his head straight off his body.
Yeah,
Oh.
Vera like roars with laughter at the story. And you seem to really enjoy tales of adventure. Even slightly weird ones, and like he would probably like share some of the tales he's heard of, like a lot of it would be like tall tales that like fishermen have said of like I saw this monster in the fog and its eyes glowed red, it's the mega kraken. And yeah, he doesn't really seem to care about whether the story is true or not. He's just enjoying that it is a story. And yeah, he's just a very sociable guy, as most brass dragons tend to be. However, sort of about a week into your journey, and like by this point, you're probably like 3-4 days away from Dragon's Rest, and so some of the mountains of the Absent Range have like long since come into view and are continuing to get larger and larger. As Vera says, well, we're starting to come into range of the Absent Range. Any of those among you who are proficient with magic, I would recommend you be careful. Things can begin to get a little bit strange starting about now. At the minute, you are sort of just on the border of the Absent Range, so its effects are very muted. It won't affect any magic items you have. It will only be spells cast with cantrips. They have a 50-50 chance. You will, roll a dice, and on odds, you will do an extra dice of damage. On evens, you will do a dice less of damage. And with any leveled spells you cast, there's a 50-50 chance that either you get a Wild Magic Surge, or the spell is cast at one level higher than it normally would be.
Really?
As you are sort of...
Would that use up your skill slot?
Yeah, the same as casting a spell would. So, say you wanted to cast, I don't know, Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, if I wanted to cast it at level 2, but then if I...
No, it would still be a first level spell slot, but the effect would be as though it was a second level spell.
Ah, free upgrade.
It can be. But, yeah. On the edge of the Absent Range, it just sort of destabilizes magic a little bit. And you can see that, like, the ship is a little bit less sure in its flying as well. It sort of sways a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Precariously. Yeah. Pan over to O'Malley. Feeling the ship like begin to sway. The Echo
like
tries to jump
turbulence.
into his arms like Shaggy and Scooby.
Mhm.
So I guess O'Malley's dead. You there, Alex?
What? Oh, I'm here. Sorry. Go on.
Okay. Oh, we were
He's
just saying.
collapsed out of fear.
Yeah, I guess O'Malley is paralyzed by terror as the ship begins to sway a bit more precariously.
Oh, yeah. He's at this point. He's staying inside and he's just gripping the edge of the table with the harness on. He might be inside, but he's just wearing the harness.
Okay. Well, at this point as well, you can actually just on the very edge of the horizon begin to make out. It's quite hard to tell. Maybe the tips of very tall buildings, of what is most likely Dragon's Rest. But at this point, you're still several days away from the travel, so it's still kind of hard to see exactly what you're looking at. But Vera will point it out to you all and be like, well, that is Dragon's Rest, specifically the spires which reach above the clouds. We'll be docking at one of those and then descending down into the city.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, the city is on the surface.
Sorry, just heard talking. Don't
Oh,
worry.
I see. Yeah, the innuendo, he once again misses it.
He's being filthy minded.
What is it with you and trying to bang this dragon, dude?
Bringing back the imp banging. I gotta keep the banging up.
She never
Just,
banged the imp. Didn't happen.
Didn't.
Was he getting a bit sexually frustrated after 11 days on a floating boat?
11 days.
I mean, you are all sharing a room. There's not
Yeah.
much privacy.
There was no privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack, 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 whack,
Poor
whack,
Reese.
whack, whack, whack,
Airline's
whack.
always watching.
Yeah.
Poor Isu, man. The only female, and she's just like,
Yeah, I'm sharing a room with these
Oh,
guys.
that's right. They smell.
But no,
Yeah.
Rizu isn't the only female.
Yeah, Yoli's not here.
Yeah, it's not here.
about
Yeah,
the
what
old-
happened
shit,
to you,
yeah.
guys? Why aren't you guys telling me
So I
anything?
keep getting that. But-
Well, Matt, if you'd watched
Yeah,
the
Yoli's not
session,
here.
they told you that she went to go be with family. And you were like,
Yeah.
I thought she was from a different world. And they said, yeah, what of it?
I'm starting to get real like Gollum-like in my
Yeah.
corner, trying to figure out what happened to Yoya.
Okay.
Like if I'm gonna get murdered next.
Did they
Like-
kill her?
Like the stone keeps on laughing whenever I ask,
Yeah.
and I'm going crazy. I need to know.
I can't remember why we decided not to tell you.
Yolya's letter asked you not to because of the stone.
Oh,
I
because of
need
that.
knowledge. I need it. Tell me.
What happens if somebody else tries to grab the rock?
It just goes back into my
to
hand.
him, yeah.
It just goes back into my palm.
Oh.
You've tried. It's, I mean, like, you've met people who can get rid of the stone. They just won't do it for free.
Yeah.
Yes, for
So that's
expensive
why we're
things.
going to intervene in this, in foreign
In this
affairs.
Dragon
and
Civil
other-
War, yeah.
In this Dragon
Yeah.
Civil War, so we can get rid of the stone.
But the leader
Well-
might be able to get rid of it.
Oh, she definitely will, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Dragon Civil War, I would like everyone to make a perception check for me quite quickly.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stop shooting fish.
Perception check, yeah.
Stop shooting
Oh,
fish.
I see a big 0 there.
Big 0, but it's my regular 0. It's not a nat 0. Oh, actually, it can't be a nat
It's
0.
okay. Your first one was a 22. We'll take that anyway.
What? No, that was from earlier.
That was
Oh,
Oh,
it.
sorry, that's
persuasion as well.
persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also that. Wow, none of us rolled well.
No, not good.
Wow.
I
okay,
rolled.
yeah.
I
I'm
rolled
just-
a 7. I have a +7 to
I'm a
it.
bit tired
Jeez.
from constantly.
Anyone
using
have
magic.
lucky?
I do.
Mm,
But one sec.
Am I the only person who doesn't?
No,
No.
I don't have it
Oh.
anymore.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. You got rid of it. I forgot.
No.
Yeah.
That's what began the Banana Gate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Erlan, come over here.
No, that's why I put the harness on like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, one sec. Oh no, that's +5.
Is that banana harness?
Perception.
Is that what's on the floor here?
Banana hammock.
Banana hammock.
Well, I only get. I was just looking at my observant feat to see if it gives me any bonuses to perception, but it's only passive perception.
Observing feet, huh?
So my passive perception is a 22, Logan.
Okay.
Is that okay? I mean, I rolled a 14, but it's up to you.
Well, passive perception will like kick in a second, but it just means that you'll notice this slightly later. Then, so yeah. For the moment, I will assume that everyone apart from Risu is wearing harnesses if you are above deck.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Do you spend
get
most of your time above deck or below deck? I would assume
Above
that
deck.
probably O'Malley spends most of his time below deck.
Comes up when it's required. So
When it's
like
night
we're
time.
coming close, so he's coming out.
Hmm
All
Yeah, I
you've
suppose
done
like
is
if you've
the-
all like had Dragon's Rest pointed out to you, you would all be above deck. Then that's fair.
Yeah.
Can I wear
Um,
2 harnesses?
They will not have any extra effect if you wear 2. You'll just have 2
Just a
on.
fashion item.
Okay. You have one in your transmog slot and the other one in your actual item slot. It
What
doesn't do anything.
What was the first thing?
Transmog.
I don't
It's
know what it is.
it's cosmetic only.
Ah.
It's like a WoW term. Anyway, so you guys do not immediately notice the sound of wings beating until a few minutes after, when at the same time both Vero and O'Malley, you hear the sound of wings beating. Very large wings beating. And yeah, for a moment Vero is all smiles and says, "Oh, maybe someone has come out to greet us. Wonderful." And he like begins
very
to look
optimistic.
around the ship and like scan the horizon.
It's like at this point, O'Malley's like, "Why would someone come to greet us? Would they not know we're coming?"
Well, I mean, you guys are expected. You've been invited, right?
Were we?
Well, I suppose you don't know if you're invited or not.
No, I have no clue.
There will be a trouble brewing.
I turn to Risu and Art and Hiraki, and everyone's like, "Were we?"
Yeah.
I think we all kind of just look at each other, shrug our shoulders.
hmm
Good old
Totally.
friend up
mean,
this way.
Yeah.
Well,
The rest of you are all privy to this conversation. So, yeah, you are aware now of the sound of wings approaching from some direction.
What do the wings sound like?
Big.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
Is it
whoosh, whoosh.
Oh, whoosh. Sarah
have you
said
not
thud. I was
seen
like,
like
is this,
Rain of Fire?
is this fee fi fo fum?
You gotta watch Rain of Fire. You'll hear it.
Mhm.
Big thumps.
I'm just going to quickly shrink the fish down.
Make room for a dragon by any chance.
Yeah, maybe. Smile. Oh, shit, I shrank
Oh.
you guys down as well. Hang on. We're okay.
Yay, we're cuddling in a
Yay,
square.
tiny!
Me and Hyakin were just cuddling in a square.
There we go. Oh, God. The
Bless
rest of
me.
the fish hasn't shrunk properly. I give up.
Big winger.
Sorry.
I'm
Fish
cuddling in.
perishes.
I'm going up here on my
I
own.
tried.
Oh.
There's no
Anyway.
fish left. I killed them all.
You killed them all. You've destroyed every fish, made them extinct. So, yes. Going up to the top of the deck, and as more time passes, like 30 seconds, a minute, and the wing beats begin to get louder. O'Malley, you would notice that the wing beats sound like they're very close at this point, and that it's the wing beats of more than one creature. One of them seems much larger than all the others. And I think after a few minutes, when the sound is very close to the ship, indeed, you would be able to pinpoint the location as they are flying currently beneath the ship. And Vero is beginning to look a little bit worried. If this was one of my friends, they would have probably greeted us by now.
Is there more than one?
Yeah.
It certainly sounds that way.
I must know, for the dragon, does it get bored flying on a ship that's much slower at flying than them?
I mean, Vero kind of does this as a hobbyist thing. So he's normally has the time of his life sailing.
So
And
it's
they
like
do
a
live to,
train collector, miniature train collector.
Yeah, he enjoys all the little complicated mechanisms that make life harder.
Surely it
yeah.
wouldn't be too bad for them because they live so fucking long. This is just like a day in their
Yeah,
life.
11 days isn't really a lot
Yeah.
to a dragon.
It's like
Yes,
5
he
minutes.
could fly to Dragon's Rest over the course of a day and a bit, maybe, instead of, a ship that takes far, far longer. But he couldn't carry you because he's not as big as Franziska is. And, also he just kind of enjoys this, and that's why he made his own ship. However, once the sound of the wings is revealed to be below the ship, and sort of it's called out to the rest of the group, the sounds, as in response to you detecting their location, begin to split up. And some of the smaller sounds of wing beats will emerge around the sides of the ship. Nah?
I was gonna say, before anything like that occurred, O'Malley has grabbed one of the bottom one here, and I've called to the Echo to man the other one.
Okay. So 3 small wyverns, well, they're decent-sized wyverns, will emerge around the ship and screech. And I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Yay.
Were we fighting fucking dragons?
You're gonna be fighting something.
I mean,
Smile.
oh, it's fucking
Fuck
dragon.
me, what a roll!
That's a big 4, baby.
I know, right? Oof.
I gotta hang on.
What do
Let
you
me
need to
just
roll,
clear
sorry?
out the initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Let me just clear out the initiative order, and I'll put O'Malley back in. Person tokens.
Oh, I always go first.
Yes,
Damn my
you
high-
are a high dex character.
Damn my high decks.
Right. I need to just quickly roll initiative
That one,
for
sorry.
the Nenemies.
Anemones?
So rolls in that one and
Anemones.
still goes before O'Malley.
On.
+0 for the Wyverns. That's a D12. There's a D. Nat 1 smile for the Green Wyvern. So that gets an initiative of 1. For the second Wyvern, ooh, that's a 19. Put that on the Blue Wyvern. 19. Okay. And for the Red Wyvern. By the way, these Wyverns are all actually red. That's just for the sake of identifying them. That is a 9.
I'm going to fire at the red wyvern. Which one? The red one.
The red one. And for the significantly larger creature, I will also roll initiative.
Oh. Is it a 9x9er? Sorry, not a 9x9er. 3x3er.
It's pretty big. Smile.
Does Vero get initiative?
He will, yeah.
Ah.
Ott sweats a little at the thought of a big
Only gets a
dragon.
+1. Ooh,
For
20
fuck's
total
sake.
though. Okay.
What? Non-canon.
So on initiative count 20, he will join the fight.
Confirmed Art is a scaly.
Well, he was trying to fuck Vero,
I
so
wasn't.
10 on Vero.
Just want to know legal business.
Okay. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yes, I
Yes.
think we have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm going to change the music just quickly.
Yeah, this is a bit too light-hearted for battle.
Yes.
Battle
It's
music.
fine.
I want to hear drums. I want
Well, I can
300
give you
drums
drums.
playing.
Fine. It'll be like Shaun of the Dead sort of fighting style. Throw darts in their head.
Just throw Batman records at it.
Yeah.
So how are these dragons flying around us? Are they flying around us viciously or to...
Yeah, these things are about to attack.
Oh, okay. That
These guys are
explains the
brainless.
old initiative. So
Yes.
there's no, oh, I can... I'm sure they may just be here to say hi. It's not really any of that. They look angry. Got it.
I think we've
Yeah.
gone past the point of thinking that.
They're also red, which they're
Yeah, so
chromatic.
wyverns aren't the same as dragons. They are considered demi-dragons. For starters, they're not intelligent. And while they do come in different colours, there is no such thing as a metallic wyvern.
Oh, is there not? Oh, okay.
No. They're essentially like feral creatures that have the dragon tag for the sake of like having a dragon slayer weapon. It will do bonus damage against them. But yeah, they're more like a sub-evolution of dragons.
Do I know what kind of attack these wyverns make?
You fought wyverns before. They have a poison stinger and bites and claws, but they don't breathe any sort of like fire or anything.
Cool. Okay.
Would they really attempt to fight another dragon?
Do they
These
know-
might.
Do they know a dragon's on board? Maybe they don't.
Not in.
Maybe we can get him to
You
transform
You know,
and
you
scare them off.
can on your turn. You can make a check about that if you would like.
Right.
First up is Ott's turn.
If I try and convince them, that's an action, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll allow you to do it as a bonus action if it's like a social check, though.
No, it wouldn't be social. It'd be like convincing them to, hey, not attack. We got dragons on board. We're not just random people.
Yeah, okay, fine. That would be an action.
Yeah. Nah, fuck it. Let's just go and attack.
Okay.
I was gonna use. I'm just gonna go straight in with weapons. Bow, poor quality. Since when did I have a poor quality bow? What was that for?
Oh, sorry, that was for the carnival games. You don't have that.
Okay.
That was like, you know, the like shoddy bow that was for the carnival that fired like darts.
I need to get a better short bow. Can I do that at some point? I don't know.
Yeah, you could totally buy a +1 short bow very easily. In like Gareth's or something, or any magic shop would sell it.
Sweet. Something for later. Attack with my regular old short bow.
Okay. That's 22 to hit. Will hit. Which wyvern are you actually aiming for?
Because I'm closest to blue, I'm going to go for blue.
Okay. It's 8 piercing damage.
Not magical as well, just in case that's a thing, you know. Just
I I'll double check, but I don't believe it has any
I was
resistance.
going to say, well, I don't think wyverns do, but just a heads up.
No, they do not. It takes full damage as your arrow hits it. You don't get sneak attack or anything because you don't have any reason for that. But is that your full turn?
And
Rob?
I'm going to go hide behind this mast from the dragon and sneak
Okay.
out of sight of it. I mean, I could hide anywhere because decks,
Okay.
layers.
You are allowed to make a stealth check. Just remember, you're kind of hiding in plain sight here, unless you're
Yeah.
like going to tell me exactly what you're doing.
Right,
Like as soon as it.
Yeah. Where's the staircase that goes down?
I mean, like the staircase that goes below deck is like here on the lower deck. The doorway would be there.
Okay. Ott's whizzing round there, and he's going to poke
Okay.
his head out for each attack.
Okay. That's
And
fine
I,
then.
and I
Like
so
you
should
can
have
like
stealth beforehand, but whatever. Cool.
look into the corner, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Wyverns aren't exceptionally smart. However, something that is much smarter is about to make its appearance on initiative count 20. I need to go to the GM info overlay and bring about the enormous ancient green dragon that rockets up above the ship and slams onto the deck in the place of this front ballista.
Oh my god.
It's
Right in front
going
of me.
to make an attack against the ballista first, and I would like a dexterity saving throw from the Echo if it's capable of making such a thing.
Yeah, it just uses my thing, so deck save.
Okay.
Oh, it does not save.
Okay. The Echo is destroyed because I believe it only has one hit point.
Yep, disappears. Just
Yes. As is the ballista. And yeah, the green dragon growls out in common. But Vero, I should have known you'd be with these pathetic creatures. I'm sorry, but you won't be making it to Dragon's Rest, tiny ones. And
What's
that
your
is
deal?
that's all the speaking is going to do. As it's already used its action to begin its multi-attack, so it's going to continue its multi-attack with its next attack being a bite at the dude who is closest, Hyarkin. Smile.
oof.
Oh.
Get back in your place, boy.
I was over there
Hey,
the whole
you're
time.
brave
Yeah.
now. Remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're brave. Also,
Oh.
when the
Just
music
eat me
stopped,
now.
Oh, God damn it.
Is the
I-
ballista destroyed?
That
Yeah.
ballista is, yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
We've
obliterated.
got one here.
Yeah.
that O'Malley's on.
What's that? A lever. Oh, yeah.
What, that?
Ship
What,
crank.
that there?
Normal search.
That's the wheel.
It's a lever.
Oh, yeah, there's a lever there.
Is it like his handbrake?
Maybe.
One's for steering, one's for accelerate. Maybe, I don't know.
For adjusting height.
Ah.
Let's try this song then. Yeah.
Ba-dum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum.
Don't judge not Logan's artistic capabilities.
Beautiful
Okay.
music to choose.
Thank you. Yeah, it is going to begin with a bite attack against Hyarkin. It rolled a 19 plus a bunch, so that is probably going to hit you, Nicholas.
Yeah, that would have hit me anyway.
Yeah. It has a plus 11 to hit, so
Yeah.
that does 2d10 plus 6 piercing plus 2d6 poison damage. So, I need my d10s. There's the one. There is the t'other. Drop that on the floor. Here we go. That is 12 plus 6 piercing. Is 18 piercing damage plus 2d6 poison damage is another 10 poison damage.
Well, Nick, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. So, what, 28 overall?
Yep. And it's going to use its remaining claw attack against Vero for a 21 to hit, which will hit while he is not in his draconic form. And do slightly less damage, 2d6 plus 6 damage. 10, 16 damage to Vero. Yep. Cool. And yeah, that ends the ancient green dragon's turn. It is now the blue wyvern's turn. So I have to change goddamn pages. Here we go. Right. Seeing who is on deck. Yeah, there is a gentleman over here. So it's going to sort of hover up in the air above O'Malley, and it's going to attempt an attack with its stinger. +7 to hit. That is a total of 20 to hit you.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. So I need a Constitution saving throw,
Yeah, one sec. Let me just roll that first.
and it's also going to do some piercing damage. So,
I think that fails. Why am I rolling so bad?
first of all, it does. Wow, I am rolling a 6 and a 4 every time I roll 2d6s. So, 10 plus 4, 14 piercing damage, and then 7d6 poison damage. Because you failed your con save. I'm just going to use an auto roll for this.
How much damage in total?
I'm just rolling the poison now. Hang on.
Ah.
Do you have any resistances to poison?
I'm pretty certain I don't.
Okay.
Unlike Yoya, who would.
22 poison damage plus 14 piercing damage is 36 total? Question mark?
22 poison and 14 was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my days. That's a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damage.
It is when I'm nearly on half health.
Damn.
That 77 of 113.
So, you were at full health before all this started, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
course.
Okay. So, it is Taito's
That's
turn
probably
now.
that was probably a third of my health.
Yeah. I did roll pretty... I rolled fairly well on the poison damage there. It's more that you failed the con save.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled a 2.
Like, that's
and
its
I
next.
don't think I've got Indomitable yet, have I?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
That's
do.
its
Shit.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it next turn if I have
Okay.
to do it. I can re-roll saving throws if you fail. You can
Well
use
then.
Indomitable at all.
It is Taito's turn.
And I think he's just going to ready an attack.
Okay.
Okay.
He's just going to hang out where he is.
Pretty much. He'll just stay by me.
Okay. That's fine.
Taito doesn't
in
have
that
any
case-
ranged attacks, does he?
No, he's a cat.
Claw the nose of the dragon. Got it.
Erlan, in that case, it is your turn.
Yeah, because I'm not got no range, I'm gonna run straight up here.
Okay.
And I don't think there's any point trying to hide with like. There'd be no point casting invisibility because he's so high level magic, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Dragon.
If you want to make an intelligence check, I'll allow you to do it for free.
Okay. Right, just wait. That's an intelligence saving throw. So D20 plus 1.
You have Jack of all trades. It should be on your skills page. You should be able to do an unskilled intelligence check.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. 16?
That's plenty high enough. You would know, especially since you know Francisca, ancient dragons have true sight, the ability
Yeah.
to see through invisibility and illusions.
So there's no point. So up I go. Slash,
Mhm.
slash, slash.
That's
Okay,
a
well,
nat
one of those
20
was a
on
nat
this.
20.
Goddamn.
So
There we go.
the 2 is double to 4, plus 6 is 10 damage on the nat 20. Plus 10 damage on that one, plus 8 damage on that one is
Did they all-
28 total
Did
damage.
they all hit?
Oh, no, actually, they didn't. My mistake. It has 21 armor class.
Oh, so only one of them hit.
Oh, no, sorry, it has 19 armor class. My mistake.
Okay, that's fine. So, 20 damage in total from those 3 attacks.
20 damage. Thank you.
I'll take that.
I was
I-
going to say, I'll help you with things like that. Like,
Yeah.
When I saw
Yeah.
the 17, I was thinking, there's no way that hit. He's a fucking green dragon.
hmm
God damn.
So, are you going to use a blade flourish on this, or are you just using your free attacks as is?
Yeah, I'm going to use. I think it's a defensive flourish.
Okay, so you spend a Bardic Inspiration dice, add it to the damage, and to your armor class.
Awesome.
So,
what do you say,
I think it's a D8 for you, isn't it? Your Bardic Inspiration. Let me pull up
Yeah,
the
you'll
sheet.
know it.
Hang on. Class page. Bardic Inspiration dice is a D10 for you.
Okay. Oh, great! +1 to my AC
And to damage.
and to damage. Yeah,
You
not
did
too bad.
21 points. As the dragon looks at you, it's like, fine, if you want to play that way, little one. It is now, if that is the end of your turn, it will be Vero's turn.
Awesome. Yeah.
And Vero is going to say, Artemy, you son of a bitch! They kicked you out for a reason. And he's going to transform into a dragon
tiny.
himself.
He's
God
tiny.
damn, yeah, little boy.
He's
Can he
compared
transform
to this
himself a bit
thing.
bigger?
You said 9 squares. Oh yeah, yes.
That is 9 squares. As he is going to
God, the other is that a 4x4?
Be
Yep.
flipped
No,
into the
it's
sky
it's
by
4
that
by
giant.
5 by 5.
It's
5 by 5.
huge.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Big,
5 by
big
5.
dragon mama.
He is
Damn.
classified as a gargantuan creature.
Jesus Christ, it's huge.
So, as an adult brass dragon, he is going to... Yeah, he can actually do this without hitting anyone. So he's going to shoot his fire breath at the green dragon, because this actually works as a line for him rather than as a cone. Let me just read exactly how this works. DC 18 dexterity saving throw. God, I'm flipping between so many pages here. Saving throws plus 6 for the green dragon. 18 plus 6 succeeds, so I believe he takes half damage on this.
There, used flamethrower. Is it super effective?
It is unfortunately not, but it is not very effective. So, that's the one fucking start block. Here we go. Fire breath does 13d6 fire damage. I'm not going to roll that manually. And then half it. 40, easily half to 20 fire damage, as he essentially fires a beam of fire. There we go. That actually works perfect. Nice. I learned a new thing about Roll20, Smile. That makes calculating a lot easier. And he goes, oh, I was expecting that to work a bit better. Guys!
I hope he has a nerdy voice. I really want a nerdy dragon.
Well, Francisca's a nerd. She's a
I
historian.
wanted to have a nerdy voice. Like, guys, that didn't work as better. I go,
Like
it
Ian.
didn't work.
The Dungeon
God.
Master.
Yeah, I was going to say that was getting rather too close to that.
Oh no.
Okay, well, that brings Zero's turn to an unfortunate end. It is now the Red Wyvern. And the Red Wyvern is going to fly up to Taito. Sarah, you readied an action line. I didn't ask what it was, but I'm guessing it is attacking the thing that flies up to it.
Yeah, that was the idea, sorry.
Okay. You can make an attack now.
Excellent. It was the Storm of Claws and Fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Your companion can use his action to make a melee attack against each creature of its choice within 5 feet with a separate attack roll for each target.
Well, there is only one target within 5 feet of Taito now, unless you want to hit Risu and
No.
O'Malley.
I just wish there was an attack that just said attack does this. Not bad.
Let me open up Taito's sheet a moment. Character sheet. His bite attack will be the one that does more damage. That is a d20 plus 9 to hit. And it does a d6 plus 9 damage and a d6 lightning damage. So 2d6 plus 9. If you hit. So 26 easily hits the Wyvern.
So 2d6 plus 9. 13.
for 13 damage. Sweet. Okay, now it is going to make, in fact, it has enough movement. It's actually going to go here so that it can make use of its multi-attack. And it is going to attack Taito and Risu with a claw each. It's able to do that. It might have to do bite and claw. Let me just check. One of its bites. So, yeah, it's going to bite Taito and then try and claw Risu. So, first of all, the bite
Bite of 87.
is... The bite of 87 is
What?
8 plus 7.
87 points of damage.
No. So at this point, could Taito use his coordinated attack, even though he's just used his reflex?
I believe he does that on your, like, when you make an attack, right?
When you use an attack action on your turn, if you
Yeah,
can-
so it'll be when
yeah.
you make an attack, he'll also attack.
Okay.
Technically, rules as written, he's used his reaction to make that attack just now, but I will allow it.
Okay.
So a 15, does that hit Taito?
No.
Okay, he attempts to bite Taito, and Taito's armor protects him. The Ankheg hide. His claws lash out towards you, Risu, with a little bit better. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 2d8 plus 4. God damn it. Why did I pick monsters that all do different dice?
Logan, multiple sets of dice.
Rolled
Complete.
2 1s on that, so a total of 6 damage on you, Risu.
Hey. That's not too bad. Pathetic.
And that brings it to the end of the Green Wyvern's turn. Hyarkin, you're off.
Ooh, my turn. If I try and run away, will I get attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay where I am.
You can Misty Step or teleport if you wanted.
Can you prepare
Yeah, I
a
can
shield?
teleport, but then that'll be using up my only level 6
Mhm.
spell slot. I
Do
don't
you
want to do
not
that
have,
just yet.
like Misty Step or something like that?
I have Arcane Gate, that's my only teleporting thing. It's
Okay,
I used
yeah.
that earlier, didn't I, to get onto the...
It's been a few
That was
days.
a few, that was like a week
Yeah.
ago. You've reset since then.
I was just saying, in case you didn't know I had it, that's what I used. But yeah, that's the only teleportation thing. I think what I'm going to try and do is to try and make myself a bit safer. I might cast Confusion on the giant dragon.
Okay. You're going to cast Confusion on the Ancient Green Dragon, are you?
On the 5x5, that's what I'm calling him.
Okay. I believe that's a saving throw from him. What sort of saving throw do I have to make?
I believe it is a Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Wisdom saving throw.
Well, that's an 18 plus 7. Does that work?
Oh.
I'm going to assume yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. 25. Yeah,
Oh my
that
God,
saves.
okay.
So,
So that didn't do anything.
this is a big nasty smile.
I still have my action, don't I?
No, that's your action to cast a spell.
Can
You
I
have
have
your bonus action
Can I have a
and
healing
movement.
potion?
That's bonus action to drink a healing
As a,
potion.
as a
Yep.
bonus action.
Yep.
It will be a greater healing potion. How much does that heal?
44 plus 4, I believe.
Right, let's do that just in case, because I'm already quite low. That took a lot of damage. 4d4 plus what?
4.
Plus 4.
I turn the music down a tiny
not
bit.
bad. 7 plus 17 then.
Okay, so you heal by 17 as you quickly chug down a potion. And
Okay.
Artani looks at you and goes, "Yes, try and stay in the fight for a little longer, small one."
Oh God. Okay. I'm not going to attempt to use any sort of saving magic
Okay.
this time then. That's my turn over. God damn it.
Risulian, it is your turn.
Okay, I got this guy next to me, so I'll
Yep.
be attacking him.
With what?
I'm at a disadvantage with my bows, aren't I? So
If you have an enemy in melee of you, you have disadvantage with your bow.
But you do get advantage because you're surrounding it, right?
Yeah, it's not flanked.
If you is it not flanked?
No.
Oh, okay.
Taito would have to be like over here to flank it.
Okay.
It's like a front and back. My weapon is a short sword. I'll attack. I think
Look,
I can only do
what are
once.
these circles there? What are they about?
Oh, that's just to denote which like the differences,
different
so you
colours.
can tell which
I
dragon's
meant
which.
the black circle. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, that's like a cross section. They're like no, in fact, we'll say that they're like steam vents, like chimneys
Okay,
for the
so I'll have to go around that. Okay.
for the contraption. Yeah.
Okay, I use my short sword.
Okay. And yeah, 22 hits with 11 damage dealt to. I'm assuming the red one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Taito gets an attack, doesn't he?
Yep.
He'll use his bite.
Yep.
So 2d20. No, 1d20. Sorry.
1d20 plus, I believe, 9.
13.
Hits just barely.
And then 2d6 plus 9. Roll. 16.
Yeah. So yeah, the wyvern like rears back as the two of you unleash this coordinated attack upon it, sort
One
of
time I do
repelling
it.
it a few steps. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Sweet. O'Malley Jones, it is your turn.
Okay, so this dragon here, is it in melee with me, or am I like in a point where the
It's flying above you, but it is in melee with you. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Firstly, I allow my echo to reappear next to me.
Okay.
Just there as a
Mhm.
point for it to move to. And I will begin by I'm going to bop this one creature in front of me, myself twice and O'Malley once. I can do that. That's the thing. I read it up a bit. We still use the same weapon essentially, though. So
Yourself twice and the echo once.
yes. So
Okay.
I'll be hitting him twice, and then the echo will also hit him once, and then I can, just so we've got
Okay.
different things. So
You only have the one extra attack. I thought you had two by now.
I have 3 attacks.
Right.
But when I make the attack action, I can choose any of my attacks can either come from myself or.
Oh, okay. You don't get extra attacks from the echo then.
No.
It just uses
The
one of
only
yours.
time I get extra attack is if I also decide to use my class ability,
Gotcha.
Unleash Incarnation, which then allows it to make an additional attack. But that's obviously I only get a set amount of times to use that.
Right. Okay. That's
So-
fine. Thank you.
24 to hit on the first one.
Definitely hits.
Whew, that's a lot of damage on that first hit.
Mm-hmm.
So second attack, 19.
Hits.
Nice. And then third attack, 25. That's
Also
a lot of
hits.
damage.
16. Yeah, all 3 hit is, yeah, you just wail into this thing with blunt strikes from your enormous hammer,
Yep.
like
So
driving it back.
18, so 31, 41, 49 points of damage there. I'm actually going to use 1 point of Unleash Incarnation to allow the it to attack once more, which I do. Oh, an extra 15 points of damage. Holy shit.
Okay.
I didn't roll lower than a 3 on any of my d6s, and that. Holy
Damn.
fuck.
Okay, yeah. The wyvern is bloodied. It is below half health as you've just like wailed into it.
Basically, as it hits me once with one stinger, I go, "Do you want to play that game?" And I just wail into him.
Okay.
So I think it was a bonus action. Oh, actually, is it a bonus action for me to use Unleash? No, so that's a completely free thing I can do. Manifest Echo is that a bonus action? Yes. So I've used everything then. So that's everything.
Okay. Cool. So that is the end of your turn. It is now the green wyvern's turn. And who is seeming the least threatened? It doesn't know where Ott is currently, so it's not going to go out of its way to target him. I guess Vero is probably the least threatened person. Come over here and have advantage on the attack because of it being flanked. It will use its stinger. With not gonna hit. No chances that hitting. 5 plus 7 is 12 to hit. No chance.
If it's flanked, did it say it's a advantage?
Oh, sorry, yeah, with
or
advantage. You're right. Thank you. That's even lower. That's a 2.
Ha.
So yeah, it like swings in this like its stinger on its tail towards Vero, and Vero like bats it away with his own tail. It's like, I'm fucking busy right now.
Does Vero know these other dragons? Like, they're all part of the big Dragon's Rest family, but...
It seems to know the green dragon. The wormlings, it doesn't seem like he doesn't seem to be paying much mind to. Speaking of the green dragon, hang on. There we go, sorry. It's your turn, Ott. You have a higher dex modifier than it does, so you get to go first. You are currently hidden. So what would you like to do, Robert? Run over the banana peel. Dex saving throw! You fly off the deck! Okay. That will count as flank, yep. Have you muted yourself, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
I was talking to myself that whole time. Amazing.
Oh,
I said whoop as I slipped over the banana peel.
I'm sorry. Should we relive the moment?
No, it's alright, it's not worth it.
As the moment passed.
The moment has passed. And I'm going to use, my Boreal Blade, which I did say before, but you guys didn't hear me, you just weren't listening.
What is listening to him?
Yep.
Boreal
With
Blade
advantage.
With advantage.
Just to see if you get a... No, you don't. But we're going to take... Well,
What's
both
that?
of those are the same. But
What's that square around the other one?
it's
that's because you roll
Yeah, you rolled a
maximum
one.
and minimum
Yeah.
Amazing.
dice. But you rolled the same for both, and we always take the first damage roll. So that is 16 damage to the wyvern. Not looking too hot.
That was advantage. Rob,
Yes.
you're a
Oh.
rogue.
And I get my
Sneak
where is it?
attack.
Sneak attack. Oh, it's an extra. It's a roll. I do have a special roll for sneak attack.
We
yeah.
added it.
Yeah, sneak attack.
Another 26 damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It gets a +5.
You kill it.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
sorry,
yeah.
no, you shouldn't get +5.
What?
So it's 21. Remove that +5 on
Where'd the
your
+5
sneak
come
attack
from?
roll. It's because you probably have like a plus. Oh, it's because you've got some kind of like thing on it. Make it so you don't have-
It's because it's using your dex. Hang on, I can
Yeah.
fix that actually.
Yeah, fix that for
I
her.
believe.
But either way, it's 21 damage.
Yeah. On top of 16. Hell yeah.
Sheet. Dex.
Odd doesn't feel so unpowerful after all.
There we go. That should fix it. It's now doing +5, -5, but it's on 1 hit point.
Wow, I
Damn.
can't believe it's on 1 hit
Damn
point.
it.
You saved it, Alex.
I know, but it's right. I gotta do it.
Can I
Alex,
say...
you get inspiration for being a good boy and being helpful this session.
Yay!
Can I gesture to whoever comes before O'Malley? Has anyone come before O'Malley?
Yeah, everyone comes
Oh,
before
yeah,
him.
everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm literally the second to last.
I'll gesture to... Wait, no, Risa's way far down. Hang on. I'll gesture to Taito to
Okay.
come closer and attack Dragon because it looks unhealthy.
Okay.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, it's if you speaking is a free action. Obviously, it's how much can you say in 6 seconds, but
Yeah, come quick. He's looking weary.
okay.
Taito does a weird thumb at the problem Taito's got.
Taito's got thumbs? What the fuck kind of cat is this?
Yeah. Oh god, it's the advert. It's the milk advert with like cats with opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Taito
bother
doesn't want a
using
free hit.
legendary action on that. It only has one, so it's going to save it. So
I'm
it
gonna
is.
use the last of my movement to move back towards the banana peel, and I'm still within range, but it just gives me an extra little bit of movement for the next turn.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
it will use its legendary action now because it gets it back straight away. The green dragon uses its only legendary action per turn to use a wing attack. The dragon beats its wings, and each creature within 10 feet of the dragon must succeed on a DC 19 dexterity saving throw, or take some bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. So, Vero first succeeds, I believe, his save. Got Dragon. Dex +5. No, fails his dex save. Now, Erlan and Hyarkin, it'll be a dex save from each of you as well.
Yep.
Fine.
Unfortunately,
18.
that is one too low.
No.
It's a DC 19. So,
Oh.
Erlan succeeds.
Whew.
Good job I drank that
So,
potion.
yeah, you are currently prone, as in lying on the ground, as is Vero, as the wind sort of catches under his wings and causes him to lose his balance. You are going to take some bludgeoning damage as you are battered by the strong wind as well. You are going to take 2d6 plus 6. Here's what I roll another 10. Nope. 6 plus 6 is 12 bludgeoning damage to Vero and Hyarkin.
Okay, I'm still better off than I was before, somehow.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
And that is the end of Ott's turn. And now it is the dragon's turn. And you guys are all grouped up very juicily right now, I guess, down on a lower deck. So it is going to angle its face in such a way that with a 45-degree cone, I'd say it's fair. It doesn't really seem fair that it hits Ott, but it can probably hit
Everyone else.
that area pretty easily. So Vero, Erlan, and the rest of you, and the Wyverns are all going to get caught up as it spews this enormous volume of green poisonous mist out over the deck. It is going to use its poison breath, and everyone needs to make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
Except me.
Apart from Ott and Hyarkin.
Jesus.
Okay, so both me and the Echo make the save.
Okay, you will take half damage.
Will I? Oh God, yeah.
Oh, if I take half damage, fucking, I'll just disappear. Make the
Do I-
Echo disappear now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, the red wyvern takes half damage as well.
Do I take any extra
You will
damage
take
for being right next to his fucking face?
No, it's just like you're in the
Okay,
poison.
cool.
You're in the poison.
Does
So
does the other wyvern, this one here?
yes, that one will take full damage. The red wyvern saves, so it will take half damage. So the DC was 18, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
Let me double check that very quickly, because this is a lot of damage. 18. So anyone who got an 18 or higher, you are going to half this damage. However, the rest of you are going to take 16d6 damage. I'm not rolling that. That's too many.
Have it,
That's
a
a lot.
D6.
I was going to say, use the thing to...
A what? Sorry. A.
16
You're going to
D6.
take a total of 60 poison damage.
Did you roll that in game?
I used my dice rolling thing. If you want, I can
right.
use here.
No. I thought I was just wondering how you rolled it because I was thinking.
D6.
So how much did you say?
62 now. No, we'll say it's 60. It's fine.
So anyone who succeeded takes 30. Yeah.
Yep.
I went from 103 to 43 health in one go.
Wow, you were you went down faster than I
acid,
did.
or is
Yeah.
it-
No, poison is a separate damage from acid.
Is this it?
Yeah, they're different types of damage.
I'm guessing
Black
the
dragon's
blue one
too
is also
acid.
dead.
That one will be dead. Yeah, it was on 1 hit point.
I'm guessing
This
other guy
one,
too?
however, is... No, it took half damage.
Oh.
It's still up, although it is now bloodied. It is below half health. Because it succeeded on its Constitution save. As this like green, sickly green glow in the dragon's throat subsides, and it seems to need to recharge that ability before it will be able to do so again. And that is going to be the end of Artemis' turn. Taito, it is your turn.
We do bite.
Taito bite.
Oh. Yeah, so...
D20 plus 9.
Wish you could make it figure it out.
There's probably a macro for... Oh,
Oh,
nat
you
20.
did.
Nice. So, 2d6 plus 9, and we're going to double the 2d6. So, 12 plus 8 is 20, plus 9 is 29.
Nice.
What's... it's got a tick on multi-attack. What does that...
You don't get multi-attack with ranger pets,
Ah, okay.
because otherwise that'd be OP.
Way to go, Taito.
Ah, crap, I fucked this up now. There we go. It is still up, although it is very injured now. And that's the end of Taito's turn. Erlan, it's your turn.
After that, I'm going to go straight in for him again.
Okay.
And I forgot, I actually have to roll twice for each attack.
Why?
Because I do double hit. So, let's go into
Do you?
my class sheet. Yeah, pretty sure. Whenever I attack twice. And then, isn't it like...
No, that's just extra attacks, so that's why you have 3 attacks total.
Oh,
It's
okay.
2
No
attacks for
worries
your
then.
action, 1 for your bonus action.
Right.
Although, we can... Technically, with Hierarch in there, we could say it's flanked.
Nah, it's fine.
What do you mean?
Nah,
Hierarchy-
I could just
Hierarchy's
fucking...
behind thingy.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
fair.
It's like on the borderline. We'll say he isn't flanked there.
Yeah, but
I got
Hierarchy's-
20 damage on it, correct?
No, Hierarchin's there on my screen. Hierarchin's here on my screen.
Why is he?
Nick?
Why is he here on my screen?
I'm here.
He is, yeah,
You
he
see
is
him
like
moving?
here on my
You
screen.
Yeah,
He's
now he's
saying,
there,
Alex.
but someone moved it here.
No, I
Oh,
haven't been
Nick
over
did
there.
that ages ago.
Yeah, did he just not
Oh,
move
did
back
your
on
game
your
just
screen?
not
No.
update?
Yeah.
That's
It's weird.
in front of him there.
Alex
Huh.
is desynced. Yeah,
Alex
he's kind of
thought I
like...
was safe.
Yeah. He's kind of like on the borderline of a flank. Technically, if you were here, I would allow it to be a flank, but... Anyway. Yeah, so 3 attacks with your short sword. The first 2 of them hit. So, are you doing a blade flourish? Matt?
I don't think I... Yeah, I'm going to do defensive flourishes again.
Okay.
So, would I get the same ones last time, or do I need to
You roll again. Roll again.
Yeah, it was a D10, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, D10. Okay, another 9 damage, and plus
9
9
AC,
to your AC
9
is
AC,
incredible.
9 AC. Bite me, you bastard!
Fine. On its turn, it might.
Yeah, I'm done, yeah.
Well, first of all is Vero's turn then. As Vero, first of all, is going to roll a d6 to see if he recharges his breath. He does not. So he's just going to go in for a multi-attack. And he can do a bite and a claw. So, plus 16 to hit. We're just going to say that definitely hits. Claw also definitely hits. So, damage is 2d10 plus 9. So 14 plus 9 is 23 damage for the bite as Vero sinks his teeth into the much larger dragon.
Oh, Vero!
And And yeah, then trying with his claws, he also hit. It's 2d6 plus 9. Is 5 plus 9 is what's 5 plus 9? 14 damage. There we go. Okay, and yeah, at this point, with you guys like laying damage into this much larger creature, he is starting to look very hurt. And what the fuck? Okay, weird. That will end Vero's turn, and we'll go to the Red Wyvern. Red Wyvern, pretty dumb, still just following orders. It's gonna attack Taito and Risu again. So, bite against Taito, claws against Risu. Nat 20 against Taito,
Okay.
and 8 plus 7 against Risu. 15. Does a 15
No.
hit you? Okay.
No.
So, the nat 20 against Taito. Its bite does 2d6 plus 4. 5 doubles 10, 3 doubles 6. 16 plus 4 is a total of 20 damage to Taito.
Okay, Taito is out.
Taito is unconscious.
Yeah.
And on his turn, he will be making death saving throws. However, that is, yeah, its claws try to swipe at you again, and you like are able to duck under the attack. Hyarkin, it's your turn.
Right, so I'm going to go out with an all-out attack this time. Immolation.
Okay. Immolation
Immolation.
against
So,
against
the 5x5.
Artemi.
Artemi.
Very well.
So dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dex save. Nat 20.
Great.
Finally,
So, at least you take some damage. You take half as much damage on a successful save.
Okay.
So
Does he
4d6.
need wild
then.
magic?
Oh yeah, roll a d20 for wild magic.
Is that for this one or for the one I did last time?
It'll be for both, but
Okay. Let's do that.
roll
then.
twice. Not happening again. Hey, wild magic surge.
Okay. So
Oh,
what?
yeah, twice.
D100 was it?
Yep, D100. Player's handbook.
You're gonna turn me into a mushroom or something, aren't you?
That'd be pretty funny. Your spell will still go off first.
Good.
Where the hell's the sorcerer? Here he is.
86.
86.
Did we have to worry about what happens if we use magic here again?
Oh yeah. Won't we get another
Oh,
wild magic
fucking
surge?
god,
'cause of
there's
where
so
we
much
are?
to remember.
Right.
Yeah.
I was wondering this whole time, are we not close enough to like trigger
Yeah.
wild magic?
We'll say that
I
right
think we
now
were
you
meant to
become
be.
close enough.
Sure.
enough.
At this point.
Sorry. There's a lot we need
Hyarkin's
to
wild
try and-
magic triggered the area effect.
Oh wow! You cast mirror image on yourself. So 3 illusory Hyarkins appear around you,
Oh, okay.
and there is a chance that instead
can
of
target
targeting you, it will instead target one of them.
Okay, that's good. Finally, I
So-
get something good from it.
Sarah, it is your turn.
Hold on, don't you want to do my?
Oh, sorry.
Spell
Yeah, your
damage.
immolation. Yeah, do that.
So he needs to roll his immolation damage
Yeah,
first.
hold on.
Okay. And it's
I've-
halved,
I've
right?
lost the page now. I think
Yes.
it's 4d6 fire damage.
Doesn't seem like a lot.
Wait, that doesn't seem a lot for an immolation. Immolation's like 6th level.
No, it
level
isn't. It's
5.
4th.
Oh, is
Level
it?
5.
5d6.
It says 8d6
Oh,
on a.
well,
Oh,
roll the
Roll
8d6
the-
and then
wait.
we'll half it.
yeah. It says 8d6 on a failed save, or half as half as much on a successful one.
Yeah, so we still roll 8d6, and then that's
Yeah.
the
And then
damage.
half the damage.
And then half of that is the damage that he takes.
Right.
Yeah.
So 15 then.
Okay, 15 fire damage
Yeah, and you don't get burnt because that's only on a
on a failed save.
failed
And then what
save,
was
isn't
the
it?
magic effect of this area?
We'll say that after this turn it begins, but essentially whenever you roll, make a spell, you roll a d20, and on odd numbers it does an extra dice of damage, and on even numbers it does the same amount, but is you trigger a wild magic surge.
Yep.
So, Sarah, it is your turn.
Not sword! On
Short
the
sword?
dragon that's hurt Taito.
Okay. 11 damage is exactly enough to kill it.
Exactly
Yeah,
lethal.
stabbing in
It's
the eye.
exactly lethal. You stab it in the eye, and it collapses to the ground.
I'm very
landing.
angry.
It's that
No.
one.
And I kick it off the boat.
Okay, you kick it off the boat as well.
Thank you.
I was going to say it lands next to Taito, but yeah. So you still have an unconscious Taito next to you. You've used your action,
Yeah.
but your movement is now unimpeded.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I suppose next time I'll just try and bring him back.
Okay. I can put a little marker on it. Hang on. There we go.
Oh,
Let me
that's my turn. He's the only one that keeps dying.
Use your
That's my
tank
turn.
smile. Okay. O'Malley, you're up. The cat is down.
The cat might be down, but so is nearly O'Malley. So, sorry, Taito, but O'Malley thinks of one person before anyone else himself.
He thinks
So,
of Ott.
Art can go fuck himself as well.
Yay.
Okay.
So, because we say using a potion is a bonus action,
Yes.
if I use Second Wind, can I still use a potion as well?
Yes, I will allow it. I think rules as written, it says you can't trade a bonus action for an action. I think that's stupid because it's meant to be a measurement of time. So an action is a longer amount of time than a bonus action. So if you wanted to do a bonus action thing as an action, then totally, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use Second Wind then to give myself some health. So that's 20 hit points on that.
Okay.
So plus 20. And yeah, and then I'm going to...
Oh, because it's plus your fighter level, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, and then I'm going to use my one superior healing potion.
Okay.
So give us a minute while I get the advanced dice roller up for this. D4.
Say it is 8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, there we go. So 27.
27. And that's to yourself again?
Yeah.
Greedy O'Malley.
Well, he's feeling much healthier now.
Selfish O'Malley.
He's feeling much healthier about himself right now, so he don't care. And so that's bonus action and bonus action. So yeah, I'm just gonna make my way to them. If I'm seeing that right here, that's stairs, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
So you hop off the ballista and start heading up the stairs?
Yeah, you'd rather get at this point. It's in.
Okay.
So 20. So I can get to just behind
Airline?
which I will do.
Okay, that is within melee of the dragon.
Being here, yeah, that's fine then.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn.
Yep, that's everything I can do with this turn.
It's the Wyvern. The last one of its kind. They're going extinct after this.
Yay!
We slaughtered a species! It's going to make a bite. No, in fact, it's going to fly. It's going to stay here for the flank. It's going to make a bite and a claw at Vero. The bite is 14 plus 7 is 21, that hits. The claw is lower, is only a 14 to hit, so the claw will not hit. The bite, however, is, I believe, not the insane damage, but at least this one bloody hits. Actually, no, it gets advantage. It can still attack with the claw again. Still doesn't hit. God damn it. Bite is 2d6 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. Piercing damage to Vero. Vero's still looking okay. He hasn't really taken that much damage. Actually, no. I believe he's meant to have taken another 30 from... God. There we go. Vero's looking less okay. I didn't add the poison damage when he got hit with that. So... Yep, that's the end of the Wyvern's turn. Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, hi, I'm Art.
Sorry.
Right, the jetpack thingy, not jetpack, but flight.
The flight harness?
The flight harness, that fella.
Flight
Can
harness
I
is cool, I think, but
can I use it tactically?
you can use it however you wish.
Can
However,
I...
at the end of your turn, the flying speed, you lose it.
Oh, okay.
Just, to be aware.
Right. Okay, I can't.
It's a common magic item.
Yeah. Okay. I was hoping I could fly out to here and just get a little sneaky attack on it, then go back. Wait, would I have enough distance for that?
If it's 30 feet, then sure. Or if you want to use a bonus action to dash, yeah, you're okay.
Really, okay.
I'll allow it.
Cool.
So the dragon is sort of hanging off the side of the ship right now. Only its front legs are on it. So.
And so so it doesn't matter if I use it for a cheeky bit of flight. Then you're all good with that. Okay.
Well, it's a once per day though, so you can't fly again with that.
Oh right, even if I used a different one.
Well, if you use a different harness, yeah. You'd
Okay.
have to go and fetch another, and I'd say there's only a couple of spares.
Yeah. Ott's got a second. He's wearing a second one spare. Ott's gonna go fly off the edge for a brief moment and attack with his Boreal Blade because he loves it.
Okay.
He's gonna get his favorite sneak attack in as well.
With advantage, that's a nat 20, so you don't need the advantage.
Cool.
So, the sneak attack is actually also doubled.
Oh,
his dice.
Oh wow.
It's why rogues are very powerful. So, your dice here are 2 double to 4. 2 double to 4 is 8. 1 double to 2 is 10 plus 7. 17 damage for the Boreal Blade. Plus 22. Plus. No. 42. Is 59 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Diggity dang it. Well, end of your turn, it's going to use its legendary action to do its wings again.
Okay. And Ott's going to drop behind here, and I presume is Ott out of sight of the dragon, or is he still in vision? Because you said he's hovering, right?
Well, at this point, you would drop onto the deck, and you'd be on the edge of the deck. Yes, you are out of sight, but it's going to know that that's where you landed. If you wanted to make a stealth check and then move, then you could make it lose your location. But right now, it would just be a case of
do both, can I? I can't stealth and.
Oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
You used up all your movement.
Yeah.
Technically, actually, you do have another 30 feet because it's a 60-foot fly speed. So you have another 30 feet before you have to land.
Oh, huh. I would not have guessed that. Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Would one square be enough, or would it be worth me moving to the doors before I stealth?
I would recommend moving to the doors.
Ott's going to move to the doors.
If you've got the movement to spare, I would get further away from the dragon.
Yeah. But then actually, if I I haven't moved yet, no matter what my character...
I was about to say disengage.
Yeah.
So you're back here still.
Yeah. Ott's going to do the old disengage. Wait, can I even use disengage if I'm using stealth?
No, you'll have to choose one or the other.
Okay. I'm just going to disengage.
Okay.
I'd rather
are you still going to move to the stairs, or are you going to move to the edge?
I'm going to move to the stairs anyway.
Okay.
Just
That's
out of
the
range.
Creature. Oh, shit.
Or would it be fun for me to just take that? I'm going to take a beating because I haven't been hurt so far. Forget it. I'm not going to disengage. I'm going to stealth.
Okay. It's an attack of opportunity with its tail.
Sentinel, I'm going to attack it as well.
Fair.
If it...
Cool.
It's still going to make the attack of opportunity. 14 plus a billion definitely hits.
I don't think I hit with a 19.
You do.
Oh, nice. 16 damage to it.
Okay, plus 16. It is bloodied, by the way, now. Below half health. The damage it deals with its tail, however, is 2d8 plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15 damage to Ott as it whacks you with its tail on the way out. Is that the end of your turn, Rob?
Yeah, I think that's everything I can do.
Okay. You want to roll your oh yeah, you've rolled your stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you? Yes, you have. So, at the end of your turn, it is going to use its legendary action to beat its wings once again. It's going to choose not to move because it's still in a position where it can whack you all. However, I would like everyone who is next to it to make a dexterity saving throw, I think it is. Yep, DC
I
19
am
dex save.
100%
Failing that one.
using
Erlan succeeds again.
I'm
Okay.
using Indomitable for this, so I get to roll again. An 18?
18 still fails.
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, only like 18.
What's the
No,
DC
15
on
damage, sorry. 19.
it? Fuck that.
You dealt like 59 damage. But yeah, it is super bloodied now, by the way. So, Alex, you failed. Nick, you succeed. Vero fails again. And so, there is going to be damage dealt to both Alex and to Vero. It is going to deal 2d6 plus 6 damage. 7 plus 6 is 13 damage to each of you. Yep. Vero is not quite bloodied yet. And next up, it is Artemis' turn. First of all, he's going to roll, see if he gets his back. He does not. Cool. So he's going to use his multi-attack. 1 attack against Erlan and 1 attack against Hyarkin.
Better have a fucking high attack roll.
Where? Well, he has a pretty good bonus. His bonus is plus 11 with his bite. So that is that's 27. I rolled a 16.
He got a 27.
Yep.
I still outbeat him.
Nice. Yeah, his claws go in, and as you like bring up the blade for your flourish, you like duck under it and slash him.
Oh, I don't think so. That's what I say to him. He's gonna be really scared now.
So, Hyarkin, you have mirror image currently affecting you, I believe.
Yes. I think you roll a dice or something for that, don't you?
I do.
I think no.
He rolls a d20 when he declares an attack against you. With a roll of a 2, I believe that targets one of your duplicates.
Is it? Yeah, I think is it that way? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I thought it was Nick rolls a certain die, or is that a different spell I'm thinking of? And then if he rolls a certain number...
Oh, no, sorry. Nick, yeah, you roll the d20, Nick.
Is it a d20 or is it a d6?
It's a d20. I've got the spell up here.
Wow.
Okay.
So, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates.
1.
Unfortunately, you have to roll a 6 or higher to make it attack.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
17.
Okay. It attacks one of your duplicates instead.
Oh, thank God.
The duplicate has an AC of 10, and with a 2 plus 11, the claw does hit and destroy the first duplicate.
Okay. How many are there? Was there 3?
3 total, so you now have 2. And the amount that you have to roll now is an 8, rather than a 6.
If he gets hit, does that make everyone aware of that? Which one's the real one?
No, they're kind of like shuffling place.
Ah.
Including me. Am I just dancing
Scuttling.
around with them?
Yeah, it's look.
Like
That's just the
musical
way
chairs
the
without a
mechanics
chair.
of the spell works. I know it's not realistic, but would you rather the spell be weaker?
No, let's keep dancing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Taito, roll a d20 for me.
But he's dead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
death save, smile. 10 or higher.
Did that do it?
1 success.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Do I do it again?
Nope.
No.
It's one death save on each turn. 3 failures, he dies. 3 succeeds, 3 successes, and he stabilizes. Or any healing, and he will get back up.
Okay.
Erlan, your turn.
Oh!
Thanks.
Shank,
It's not
shank.
my first choice. Okay.
Only one
Uh,
of
Out
them
of those
hit.
hits.
Only one of those hits.
God damn it.
You know what I'm about to ask, Matt?
Yeah, I'm going to defense again because that's unreal.
Okay.
Especially when I'm right in front of him. An
Okay.
extra 4
So,
can always come in handy.
and 4.
Right, turned him.
Yeah. So, he can still hang on for a little while, and yeah, he has another 4 to his HP. Okay, end of your turn. It is now Vero's turn. Vero rolls to see if he gets his breath back. He doesn't. No, he doesn't. God damn it! I need a 5 or a 6. All right, Vero's gonna multi-attack. God damn it! All right, Vero, what are you gonna do, baby? Bite and claw plus 11 to hit with each. First one. Drop button. Ready button. Nat 1 on the bite. 17 on the claw, so the claw hits. Well, because it's 17 plus 11. 2d6 plus 6 damage. 8 plus 6 is 14 damage. And yeah, he attempts to taunt Artemi, saying, "Things aren't looking so good for you, Artemi. How's about you surrender now?" And,
What he
hi,
said.
hi, Arkin. It is your turn. You are currently dancing.
Okay. If I like use a spell or attack, will that mean that he knows which one's the real
No.
me, or doesn't it matter? Okay.
Nope. Mechanically, it's just you roll whenever a thing attacks you to see if it hits you.
I'm just having a look through my spells.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'll try Thunderbolt
Okay.
at the 5x5.
Yep.
I keep forgetting what his name is. Artemi?
Artemi,
Something
yeah.
like that? Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you
So-
can angle that so that it only hits him. That doesn't really
Dexterity
matter.
saving throw.
Okie doodle. That's billion. Yeah. Well, I got a lot of numbers
you may
here,
as well
dude.
just say it's a billion.
It's 12 plus quite a lot. 12
yeah.
plus 6.
Yeah. Whatever.
18.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's higher than your spell save DC.
Yeah, so you're going to take half.
What is
Okay.
your spell save DC? Is it 16?
I think 16 or 17.
17.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
that's
you're going to
unlucky.
take half of 8. Where is it? 8d6?
If lightning bolt was this?
Yeah, 8d6.
Yeah, D6. What level are you casting that at? Holy fuck.
I think that's third level.
Yeah, third.
Second.
Third. So 15.
Yeah.
15
Again.
damage.
Lightning bolt. I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure it's 8d6. Yeah, it is 8d6 at its base. So yeah, 15 damage to him.
15 damage again, and then do you want me to roll a d20 for the wild magic?
Yes, also roll a d20 for the effect of the absent range, sorry.
Oh, yeah. So there you go.
So,
3 odds, it does an extra d6 damage. Roll that for me.
Oh, nice.
However, we are going to half it.
Yeah.
2.
Whoa, an extra one.
Extra
Oh my
16.
god. That made all the difference.
Cool.
I am
However,
jealous,
yeah.
Rob.
And the other one?
Roll a d20 to see if you get your Wild Magic Surge. You do not.
Yes. Okay, that's me done then.
Okay. And Rasulian. What do? Cat hurt.
Fix cat.
Fix cat. How fix?
Ocean.
Potion? Potion work?
I have greater healing. So.
Okay.
chug that down.
Okay, you can pour the greater healing potion into its mouth. It is 4d4 plus 4 healing.
No. 15.
15 hit points. Taito is restored on 15 hit points and no longer has to make death saving throws.
Okay, then.
And that is your action to feed the potion to someone else.
Okay. This machine here.
Yep, the ballista.
Is it operable?
Yeah. It's an action to try and fire it, but
Can it turn around?
yeah, it maneuvers. Like you can turn it and point it at him.
Cool, I'll go there.
It's just basically an unskilled dex check to see if you hit because you're not proficient. But yeah.
Okay, I'll go here then.
Cool.
That's my turn.
O'Malley Jones.
Okie doke. So, let's see. I've got about a billion different things I'm going to do here. So, firstly, I'm going to obviously. Did I get knocked prone when I got hit? When I failed?
Yes.
So, okay, I'm going to jump up onto my feet.
Yep, half your movement.
Yep, doesn't really matter because I can
Nope.
attack from here. I'm going to not calling my echo this time. I'm just doing this alone.
Okay.
I'm going to firstly attack.
Yes.
I'm going to use my human determination for my very
Okay.
first roll alongside my great weapons master feat. So I'm going to I'll give myself advantage for the attack.
Yep.
With a -5 penalty. If
Yep.
I hit, I get a +10 to damage. So
Yep.
it's a lot of information there.
Yep. I understand all those things.
Yeah, good thing you do. So a 22 hits, right?
22 minus 5, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, it's -5. So
Very sorry.
oh fuck, not as high as I have been doing. Let's put it that
Only
way.
a 17. It's not high enough to hit.
Okay.
You have 2 more attacks.
Yeah, I do have 2 more attacks for now. So that's used human determination. So 2 more normal attacks.
Does human determination only affect 1 attack?
It just says when I make an attack.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd only be for 1 attack then.
Yeah, let's see. When you make an attack roll, an ability check or saving throw, so I get to use it once, and then and then that's it. But yeah, second attack is a nat 20.
Okay, hits, and yeah, does your double damage.
I re-roll. I'm going to re-roll that 1/1 because I can do that with great weapons fighting.
Okay. Yep.
So
So
1d6.
roll a d6. It's still a 1.
So 2
Plus 12.
12. So
14.
14 plus 7.
7 is 21.
Yep. And then I'm going to make my third attack, which is a nat 1.
Unfortunate.
But then I'm going to use Action Surge,
Okay.
so I can get to roll another 3 attacks. Oh, also I hit a nat 20, so I get to attack as a bonus action as well. 1 melee attack.
Okay.
Again, that's from Great Weapon Master.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. No. 1 sec. On your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action. But that one missed.
Sure.
Oh, that's with the wrong weapon. Sorry. Let me change that. I hit the wrong one. So 26.
Yep.
Right. And 19. Is that just hit or is that miss?
19 just hits.
Right. And 15 misses.
40.
Oh.
Okay.
1 sec. So on the 26, that's a 2 right there. Well, I didn't. Oh, no, that one missed, didn't it? So I'm going to re-roll that 2 because I can re-roll 2s when I'm thingy. 1s and 2s.
Okay. Yeah, reroll.
Oh, 6 damage.
So that's another 4 damage.
So that's another 4 on that top one.
Okay.
So that was and my bonus action attack that I can get through critting, which is 24. And that's
for another 15.
That's got a 2 in there. It's part of the damage, so I get to
Okay.
re-roll the 2.
It's still a 2.
It's still a 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. O'Malley's just gone ape shit on this thing.
O'Malley, earning his money, just like runs up and just begins like flailing and smashing the hammer into this dragon. over and over again as it like staggers back and crumples underneath these blows. Eventually, it bats you away as your like flurry of attacks comes to an end, and this thing seems battered. And it takes one look at all of you and says, "Fine, another time then, fate touched." And it will use his one legendary action per turn to do its wing beat, and this time it is going to choose to move.
It's moving.
Uh-huh.
Opportunity attacks from all of us.
If you
Sentinel.
guys hit.
Come on. It's a sentinel hit. Come on.
How many do I just get the one slash,
Just the
don't
one,
I?
yep.
The one.
Vero
Oh,
also
not
gets an
one.
attack.
Fuck you, game.
That one, unfortunate.
Oh, he gets away
wanna
from me.
help you.
However, Erlan hits, and Vero also hits. So
Yarkin?
7 damage. Yarkin, if you want to make an unskilled strength check for an opportunity attack,
Go
it is
for it.
technically free.
Oh, do
why
it.
not?
I wish I'd hit. He wouldn't be able to get away then. Oh no, and it wouldn't just be a.
Oh,
Is that the right thing?
technically, I should have you all make con checks to see if you go prone, because you'd have disadvantage on this first. So
No.
Is it con? Is it?
the only sorry, Dex. So Vero and Erlan make con checks first. Sorry, Dex checks. Vero succeeds, so his attack will still go off. And Matt,
Con check, yeah.
Dex saving throw.
Oof.
Where's your lucky?
Sad. So unfortunately, make another attack roll because you'll have disadvantage on your attack because you're prone.
Oh,
Still hits. Nice.
it's the exact same
Exact
roll.
Same roll.
9 plus 2 is 11 plus what for Vero's bite? Oh, sorry, the music has stopped as well. I'll put that back on in a second.
I wanna pew pew.
Plus 6. So 11 plus 6 is 17 damage for Vero. You can't pew pew, it's ranged. It's not an opportunity attack, but ranged.
Sarah, I think the dragon's about to just sit on it and destroy it. That's my guess. Knowing Logan, he'd be like, no, I'm moving the dragon now.
No.
I think the dragon's
the
gonna
dragon
slip
is
on that banana
moving,
skin.
but
He-
the
he-
dragon
he-
ain't moving towards you. The dragon is moving away, and then it is folding its wings in and dropping like a stone.
It's cowering.
It is flying the fuck away, and the fastest way is down. We will say that each round it is going to move 120 feet down, just free falling.
Jeez.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing much we can do.
That's like unrealistically slow, by the way, Alex.
I can fire my gold arrow.
I was going to say, let's all try
On
and
your
hit it
turn.
while it's falling down.
Yeah.
On our turn. We're still
Yeah.
in combat.
So, first of all, O'Malley, at the end of your turn, it is now the Wyvern's turn. There's one final attempt to make a distraction. It's going to try and hold Vero in place. It is going to try and grapple him with advantage because of Matt being there. No, actually, this isn't a flank anymore because Artemi has left. Just a flat nat 20. Nice. So it's a nat 20 for the Wyvern. And a nat 20 for Vero. Cool! This dice is super loaded and retired. That's like 6 nat 20s I've had this session. Okay. So it attempts to grapple Vero and he like bats it away. Winning the contest by virtue of being much bigger and stronger. And that's going to be the end of the Wyvern's turn. Art, it is your turn. Right now, we'll say that because the turn isn't over yet. Like we'll say that Vero is like 60 feet down.
Okay.
Don't you mean Artemi?
Artemi, yes, sir. Did I say Vero?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yipper. That's 10. I'm going to try the same trick again, but on this guy. Because fun. I did pretty well last time. I'm going to jet... Right, I said I've got another jetpack, didn't I? Jetpack thingy.
Okay. I'll
Are you-
allow
are
you
you
to
gonna allow
grab
it?
one as a bonus action.
Okay, so then I lose disengage. That's fine.
You're fine with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, sure.
It did pretty well
You
last time. Oops.
activate the sky harness.
And I fly. I think that's a whole
fly.
30. Wait, was that 30? I lost count. 10. Oh, yeah, that's
20, 30 feet. You have another 30 feet of movement
with the sky.
because it's a 60-foot fly speed.
Cool. And I'm gonna do exactly what I did before because it's just good times.
This thing has not taken any damage yet.
Oh, is it
No
not?
one has attacked it.
Really? Oh, okay.
Not a single person has attacked it.
Well, this was ballsy of me. Sure. Okay.
22 hits. Oh, sorry, no, that's Erlan's thing. My mistake. 14 hits.
Oh, cool. And sneakle attack.
Yep. 15, so a total of 30 damage to this thing.
So what was the reasoning for the other thing being doubled? That confused me.
You got a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
It doubles all of your dice, including sneak attack. Because technically sneak attack is part of your attack. So if it doubles all the dice for that attack, then sneak attack is included.
Got it. Cool. And I'm gonna fly within range because I can't use my I can't disengage now. Wait, would I be in range if I was there?
I'll say no because it's on the upper deck
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
and you're like a halfling and stuff. So like, yeah,
Sure,
I'll allow that to be in range just about.
that's cool. And yeah, that is my turn. What did I deal on him? 30.
You dealt 30 damage, which
Cool.
is the only 30 damage this finger's taken.
How much did you say he has, or can't you say?
I didn't say, but I don't mind telling you at this point in the fight. He has 110 hit points and 13 AC.
Okay, so a small bump.
Oh yeah, he's not bloodied yet.
Nowhere near. Cool, that's my go.
Okay, Artemis' turn. He's just going to keep falling. He's now 120 feet down. Taito's turn.
I can do a pounce.
You live.
Do a pounce.
On what?
Oh, sorry, I thought I clicked him. There. Like on his head.
Okay.
I think there's a running.
So that is sort of like 20 feet, 30 feet, 35, 45 feet. I think Taito has 50 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay. He's technically sharing a space with Vero, but Vero is very large, and so he'll be sort of like
Snug.
ducking under Vero's wings a bit. It's not going to be like comfortable. I think Vero will have to move on his turn. But that's fine. I'll allow Taito to make his attack.
Okay, so he moves at least 20 feet. And creature. He must succeed a DC 12 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right, here we go, baby. 15 plus a bunch. 15 plus 4, 19.
Oh.
Succeeds. Otherwise, yes, he would have begun to fall.
Will be knocked prone.
However, I
you can
believe
take an action.
still.
So.
Actually, I think you need to make your attack roll first, don't you?
Oh, okay, so what, the bite?
Well, I don't know. Does pounce work as part of your attack? I know it does for Yolya.
It does,
Okay. So yeah, so roll a d20 plus 9.
and it can take a bonus one if it is prone.
Okay.
9.
Well, it won't be prone. It's succeed on a save.
Yeah.
However, that does hit, so it will take the damage from your bite.
D6. 18.
18 damage. Nice. Well, yeah.
And he's got 10. He can't move away.
He has 5 feet of movement remaining. He could step away. He'll get an opportunity attack.
What about jumping down to another level?
Still get an opportunity attack. He's moving out of melee range. That's what the condition is. It'd be badass.
Yeah. Let's do that then.
Okay. Attack of opportunity. 3 plus 7 definitely doesn't hit.
Yeah. Taito
Oh.
is 18.
Taito
He's
hops
got more.
down.
He's got more armor than me.
Yeah, he's your tank.
Yeah.
Erlan, it's your turn. You chased off an ancient dragon. You're a hero.
Stab, 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 stab.
Just start shivving it.
There you
Two
go.
of those hit. Man, you never hit with all three.
No,
You just unlucky, dude.
the balance of the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you wish to
15.
flourish?
Yeah. Let me have a look at what my so defensive. Does slashing flourish give more damage or some shit?
They all give extra damage. I think slashing
Wait, do I get
flourish...
+4 on my attack, or is it? Oh, it's the attack, isn't it? Yeah, I get +4 to all my attacks, don't I? With defensive flourish. Pretty
I
sure I
thought
used
it
last
added to
time.
your armor class.
No, he said it added.
No,
to-
it adds. It doesn't add to the attack roll. It adds to the damage. I think, doesn't it?
Then do I add 4 to the damage? Did Alex,
that's
you
what we've been
remember?
doing.
Did I defensive flourish last time?
You
Yeah,
did,
you've been
yes.
adding it
Yeah.
to the damage
More
every
to the
time.
attack, I think.
Okay. Oh, awesome. No worries then.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll
I'm
reread
done.
it and see if it's okay. So, 8 plus 7. Are you flourishing this time, or not?
Nah, no point.
Okay, so it's another 15 damage. Cool.
Awesome.
It's bloodied. And yeah, that is the end of your turn then. Vero
Awesome.
goes, guys, I'm stood right here. And yeah, he's gonna just... He looks and he like thinks about whether or not he should chase after Artemy. And I'm gonna roll a d20. Okay. He decides that Artemy is still, despite being weakened, about twice his size. And would definitely win that fight. So he's going to stay and bully the Wyvern. So he's going to move around the Wyvern, taking flight. And he is going to make his... Wait, first of all, roll d6. Fuck. I suck at recharging goddamn breath attacks. He's going to make his multi-attack. Bite and claw. Bite is 2d plus 11 hit. First level hits. Claw just barely hits. So 2d10 plus 6 for the bite. 6 plus 6 is 12 damage for the bite. I rolled real bad on that. And for the claw is 2d6 plus 6. Fucking hell, I suck at this. 9 damage on the claw. It's because Sarah didn't cheer for him this time.
No.
Hyarkin, it is your turn. Somehow you have survived this
Somehow.
relatively unscathed.
Also, I haven't moved this entire fight either.
You just stood there, right on, like, precarious on the edge.
I was just waiting to do our Titanic reenactment, you know, and then all this just kicked
Ah.
off around me. So, once again, I'm not going to move anywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to use Magic Missile. Can I use that without
Yep.
hitting anyone else?
Magic
So I'm gonna
missile
use
is
that.
guaranteed to hit wherever your target is.
At level 5. So I'm
Okay.
going to shoot a lot of them.
Okay, you shoot like 1 billion missiles.
So it's 3 at level 1, and then
Yep.
it's 1 extra from
At
there
each
on.
level.
So
So 4 at level 2,
four,
5 at level 3, 6 at level 4,
that'll be
7 at level 5.
And
Are you
each
aiming
one,
them all at the same target?
Yeah, all of them at the green. the green
Oh,
one
okay.
there, that's the
Artemi, what is the range on Magic Missile?
It is 120 foot. So
You are just in range.
yeah,
So, 7d4 plus 7, I believe, right?
yeah. So it'll be +1 force for each one. So
Yeah,
plus
so
7.
7d4 plus 7 if you're aiming them all at the same target.
Yeah, 74 plus 7 roll. 24.
Holy shit, does he
That's the
live?
most damage I've done all day.
He fucking lives!
What?
Just over 20 HP remaining.
Pretty certain if Sarah has something to say about it, that might change.
Wait a minute. Do my wild magic.
Oh yeah. Evens, you get a wild magic surge, and also roll a d20 for your normal
yeah,
wild magic surge.
Got to do 2.
You get 2?
Yeah, well, he's
Okay.
a sorcerer, so he always gets a wild
Yeah, so I
magic.
get one, and then we get one
Okay.
because of where we are as well.
Okay, so roll a wild magic
Okay.
surge because you got one for your effect.
Oh, okay. 3.
3.
For
Losing that.
being in the thing. 3. For the next minute, you can see any invisible creature if you have line of sight to it.
Oh, that's no good. Unless
Unless
there's
they're
not
land.
any other hidden dragons, is there?
Yes, there's another one. He's right here. He's about to eat you.
Oh my god. Another 5x5.
Quick question, Logan.
Uh-huh.
You know these wild magic surges we get for using a magical item or spell or whatever?
Just spells.
Is it just spells? Okay, so my sword doesn't count towards those.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the effect is different at this range to what it will be when you are closer to the absent range as well.
Oh, okay.
The effects are much more intense the deeper into the absent range you go.
Sure.
So, Hyarkin, I'm guessing that's the end of your turn?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy where I am.
Sarah, what do?
I'm guessing that he's impossible to reach, right?
He's 120 feet away. You can't hit him with the ballista because it can't aim down and shoot through the ship.
I don't think my bow can reach that far.
Your bow can probably reach more than 120 feet.
That would say on.
It has like a 600-foot range,
I was
dude.
going to say, it's a longbow, isn't it?
150 to 600, yeah.
Yeah, so you can quite easily hit with the longbow still.
Oh, cool. So I'll fly to where
You still have your nat 20 thing, right, as well?
he was, yeah. And I'll aim at him with my shiny bow light arrow.
Your light arrow. So, just roll a normal attack, and we're going to treat the damage as a nat 20. We're just going to say it's an instant hit.
Well, I've got a section for light arrow. I think it's already made.
Oh yeah, sorry, that is right. Okay.
I'm pretty certain he gets hit by that. That takes him
Yes.
out, right?
Hang on.
16.
8 plus
20. There's 24 just on the rolls.
8,
Plus 7.
Hang on. 8 plus 3 isn't 24.
Yeah, but
That's-
it's 8. But it's a nat 20.
Yeah, so 8 plus 3 is
16.
is 11, double to 22.
22. So close enough.
Plus,
Then plus 7.
plus 7. 2 plus 7 is 29. Does he survive? I'm counting up, so I don't think he survives this. Hang on. Plus 29. He is down. He's on -5 hit points as he begins to plummet unconscious through the clouds. The chances of him surviving are very low.
Guys, I think I did it.
Guys, I think
Can't
it-
confirm.
Technically, his only chance of surviving is if he rolls a nat 20 while falling on his death saves. Because
Yikes.
technically, he will be bleed out before he hits the ground. Nope. Actually, I shouldn't tell you this.
I forgot it already.
Okay,
That's what you
I
get.
can tell you the result.
Damaging my cat. Oh, your babies. Are these babies? I don't think they're your babies. Bye.
They're not his babies.
I know they're not his babies, but you know.
There's still a wyvern in the fight, so we are still technically in initiative. O'Malley.
So I guess nobody saw what I did. Okay, thanks.
But, I mean, like, you shot a beam of light, like, out of everyone's eyesight. They're on the other side of the
Yeah. I like the
shit.
idea. Like, it's all just backlit all the characters, and they're like, guys, do you see that? No.
The only one who probably would have is O'Malley, because everyone else turned away, and O'Malley was like, and O'Malley at this point was like, "You gotta fucking win!" And turns around.
Go away.
Anyway,
okay, so I'm deflated.
I'm obviously going to begin the whackening.
The whackening.
I'm going to make this one this first one again with my great weapon. So I'm going to put a -5. Let's hope I hit.
Okay. Has 26
Nope.
health left.
I missed.
No, it doesn't hit. Yeah. Sorry, you have
It's
-5 to
13,
that.
-5. Yeah.
Yep. Sad.
Yeah, so the next one then, just a normal hit. 21, so 11 damage.
Yep.
And finally, 21, 9, fucking max damage, 19.
So plus 11 and plus 19. Would you like to describe your finishing blow to us as the
So-
combat ends?
He goes in trying to get an aimed strike with the first one, which misses. So he then uses, obviously, because he's putting more effort into it, he uses the momentum from his swing to front flip himself over to then pound and to then double smack it on the head twice afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, its skull caves in as it like smashes into the deck, like destroys part of the railing, and then slides off the side of the ship.
And then O'Malley stands there proudly with the maul kind of rested on his shoulder, and just kind of is like, "Well, what do you know? I was the winner in the end."
Congrats, O'Malley! You've managed to fight dragons now. You can add it to your list.
It's an extra 600 gold per kill now, then, because I'm that much better.
I'm a dragon slayer.
I'm a dragon slayer, me. Slayed
You
me.
got no
I slayed her.
proof.
You got no proof. Technically, you didn't even get a finishing blow. Sarah's a dragon slayer. Unless it
Yeah, but
didn't
nobody
die.
will believe me. I'm like,
Unless
No.
it didn't die. So, yeah.
It got away. There's no way you killed it. I don't believe it. But me, on the other hand, I definitely killed it.
Did Rizu hear screeching as the arrow landed into the big dragon?
I kind of like the idea, like, you fire, like, this beam of light that, like, punctures a small hole straight through it. I kind of like the idea that, like, it went straight through this thing's neck, so it just sort of falls silently, like, limp and ragdolls through the clouds.
Man, I dread to see the impact in the ground the dragon left.
That's
what
assuming
about all the
it
the
didn't
villages
roll enough.
below the cloud?
There's, like, you know, a chance. In fact, no, there's no villages this close to Dragon's Rest.
Okay.
You're like
Flattens entire village.
3 days travel away from Dragon's Rest. No one's that dumb enough to like stay there.
That's
Okay. So yeah, Vero lands on the deck and then transforms back in this burst of golden light into this now like quite like bruised and battered humanoid form.
Why
As,
would your illusion have injuries?
it's not an illusion; it's a polymorph.
Oh,
But it shares its hit points with his dragon form. So
this
it's
what would you do
technically
with a
not
drunken sailor?
polymorph spell. No, it isn't, but it does sound very similar, doesn't
Yeah, it
it?
has that sort of vibe.
Yeah. So Vero like brushes himself off and goes, "I can't believe we survived that. You guys are awesome." Well,
I walk up to Vera and say, "You owe me 500 gold.
for what?
Only me, not the rest.
Wait,
I charge 500 per kill. I killed one. 500 gold, please."
yeah. You guys, in fact, make a deception check.
I'm not good at them. 1 second. Deception. 3.
Wait a minute, that's no. He
What do
like
you know?
brushes past you, heads back to the wheel, and begins like checking the ship for damages. He's like, "Well, one of the ballistas is annihilated. Fortunately, he didn't get to any of the propulsion, despite the fact that there were wyverns flying all around the gnomish paddle and the giant dragon next to the sails. I guess he didn't get an opportunity to try and cripple the ship. So,
I was gonna say, why would he bother attacking us if he could just attack the ship? Is he just not that smart?
well, I mean, he's
Like, that's what I would
sinking
do.
a ship is actually not that easy. It's not a case of knocking holes in the hull and letting it flood because there's no water.
Could have just taken out the engine.
Yeah, he can. It's a big stone engine. It's possible to do, and it is a danger in naval combat. But like during that whole time, he probably judged that like you guys would have been attacking him that whole time.
What about take out the magic element? Thing that
What do you
makes it float.
The engine.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, sorry. The Skystone core is what I actually meant.
okay.
But yeah, again, like it's a big thing. It's not going to be something that like he one shots. So like,
Imagine if he spent every single turn just attacking the core.
just ignoring you guys. This is a non-combat.
Like we're all attacking him, but it doesn't matter because he's destroying the core, and we're all gonna die.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that he didn't. Because that would have been a problem.
Amalia is still protesting to Vera over the fact he owes him 500 gold.
He says, "I agreed to nothing, and you are definitely full of shit. This thing damaged. This thing, my esteemed brother, damaged my ship. Technically, I think I should be charging you guys for repairs, since I think he was after you."
No, he was obviously after you as well. He mainly attacked you.
Well, I tell you what, I'll be generous and I'll call it evens. And while in the background, Erlan is trying to take the wheel, and Art and Bayarkin are currently Titanicking.
At this point,
Come and stand next to me.
I think on this heavily and move
Behind.
over to
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Risu and go, "Sweet, do you think that's a good idea? We just call it evens. I don't get me money, but we don't have to pay him money for the ship."
I don't deal with money.
I just look. What do you mean you don't deal with money, sweetie?
I like the idea that everyone is avoiding saying Risu's name so that you don't learn what it is.
So I just end up saying sweetie until she finally caves because I know it doesn't mesh with her too well. You see?
Just tell him your name, stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Come
No.
on.
Okay,
then.
like buttheads.
No. And like the last story he told me, he killed a child, and I'm like even more like reserved.
At this point, I've also asked the Echo to make its way over, and we're kind of like trying to overcrowd and lean over to make it intimidate him more.
I'm not
like-
intimidated. I took out a dragon.
True, she is a dragon slayer.
And you could just fly away from them.
We
Unless
don't-
he didn't
no.
die.
I don't believe you. There's no way you killed him. Look at you. You're not even. Look at you. You're tiny. There's no way you killed a dragon.
And Taito just walks up and bites him in the bum.
Okay. You want to do damage?
Of comic value? I don't know.
Andrew, if you want. Do you want to make an attack roll?
But Taito hurts because he's got sparky teeth.
Okay, fine. He just like nips his ass. Then he doesn't do damage.
Okay.
Fucking like
zaps him. It's like
I turn back and say,
with one of those fly swatters.
I just like turn to look at Taito and say, "You're very brave. You know that."
He like nods his head at you, as though he understands.
I
Ranger pets are
switch
magical.
back. It's like turn back to. Sorry. So, sweetie, we take the offer. He's saying 50-50 split where we don't pay for the damages, but I don't get me money. I don't like it personally, but I don't want to pay money either.
I'm also not charging you for passage right now.
That's because you're being asked to do it by your sister.
I got almost killed by my brother.
Speaking of why? Is that no?
I mean, we're a very big family. We're not really that close. I'd prefer not to fight any other dragons, but given the circumstances, I'm not sure that diplomacy was an option.
No, he sounds like a piece of work.
Yeah, he is. That's why he's Artemi was not very nice.
He was. He knows what I did.
Yeah. He was exiled from Dragon's Rest some weeks ago for advocating that we turn over Dragon's Rest to the Fang of Immolation. One of the many dragons that has been exiled from Dragon's Rest. Some of my more hard-headed brothers and sisters think that maybe it's a little bit too much mercy for traitors, but our mother doesn't want to fight her children unless necessary.
Who's your mother?
The Dragon Queen.
Yeah, the Queen of Dragon's Rest.
Oh, right.
She is... Well, she's not the mother to all dragons, but all of the dragons in Dragon's Rest are descended from her.
If she was mother of dragons, we'd just call her Khaleesi.
That's stupid, and so are you. No one likes Game of Thrones.
Oh, I wanted to ask, how many scales have you got? Count them.
Do you want me to transform back? I mean, you can count if you want. It's why do you want to know?
I just want a number. Don't ask.
I mean,
more than
more day.
4.
Amazing.
More than 4, but less than 6,000.
It's a lot.
Well, it's less than 6,000.
6,000 would still be a reasonable number.
Well, would 4 be a reasonable number?
No.
Do you have any to spare that I can have?
Chip him off the
maybe.
side.
Is that a weird thing to ask?
Maybe ask me when I shed in a couple of 100 years.
You shed in 100 years? Oh.
Well, yeah, when we get larger. In a couple of 100 years, I will be approaching ancient size.
Like, I'll trade one of my feathers. It's the
I'm
same,
not
right?
sure. I don't know. How tough are your feathers?
Well, they're not as tough as your scales. That's why I'm interested.
He's like, well, I mean, well, I don't have any scales to share right now, per se, but I'm sure that there are some spare lying around somewhere in Dragon's Rest.
And
Oh,
I
no,
just go
well-
off contemplating, was that a creepy question to ask?
He seems a little bit weirded out by you being like, give me your skin. Like, he understands the fact that dragon scales are very valuable. Like, dragons are aware of that. And that's why, like, they don't just, like, dump scales like they would shedded skin. Like,
I mean,
they hang on to them.
you say
but-
it's weird that people like to wear dragon scales and stuff like that, but we do that for cows. Yeah. Leather.
Okay, but if you saw an alien wearing armor made out of human skin, what would you think?
That's metal as fuck.
I'd
dude.
be, exactly.
Metal.
Okay.
Man, that's so tough. What a tough man.
If
But
an
that's-
alien was like, hey, you've got skin to spare, let me make some armor out of your skin.
I was thinking
I'd be
I'd
like,
use
sorry.
feathers.
Yeah, we'd be like, sorry, not us, but I gotta say, just look good on you, mate.
To Vero?
No, the
Oh.
alien, you're on about.
Oh, okay. The human skin alien, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like an ET looking alien, or is it like one of the traditional ones you see, like the silver ones? That...
Green with
Yeah,
massive
sure.
black
It's like a
eyes.
Roswell
Yeah,
alien, like a little
yeah,
grey
Roswell,
man,
yeah.
but he's wearing human skin.
I think it would just be weird if it had, like, the eye holes out and it had hair.
I gotta get off this fucking map.
You should draw it on the map. I want to see what it looks like.
Okay.
Draw it on the
We're
world
free.
map.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are within the borders of the Absent Range, and fortunately the ship is not damaged or immobilized, so you will be able to continue your journey.
Yeah,
Shit.
I was actually expecting the ship to get damaged during that, so that's quite
that was
surprising.
to give you a peek behind the screen. That was my intention.
I thought so.
If it became immobilized, what would happen? Like, we couldn't fly forward.
You'd have to find a
Would
way
just
of repairing the
fall out
ship.
of the sky.
Well,
Would it be
immobilized
would it
and
be
like
go on.
well, like immobilized and sank are two very different things. If it destroyed the
Engine.
paddle and the sails, you would be, dead in the water, so to speak, but you wouldn't be sinking.
Man, I wish you made it so it was immobilized and we had to repair it like in Among Us. Put some wires together, twiddle some
Just do
knobs, remember a
tasks.
thing. Yeah, these tasks.
Murder one another.
Yeah, one of those sort of games.
Sus.
Sus.
Amogus. Suspicious. Okay. So, you guys, now having bonded, having seen O'Malley. Actually, this is the first time you guys have seen O'Malley in action because the Christmas session was non-canon. And so
Wait,
yeah.
I thought did we not see him before then?
No, you've never seen him fight.
Huh. Yeah.
Damn.
I think we met him before, didn't we?
You met.
Yeah, I
We
think
just
it's the
hadn't run
festival.
into an encounter. Yeah, that's right, the festival.
What? O'Malley?
No.
After that,
You as people have seen him fight before because of the Christmas special. O'Malley was in that and he fought Snanta. But you as characters have never seen him fight now.
See, I dreamt like I
yeah,
knew
we all
how-
dreamt about it.
Yeah, like I have an idea of what he would have fought like.
Yeah, Rob, he was in the Christmas special. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah, but
Yes,
we dreamt
oh.
it.
He's saying
Oh,
that
you mean
all-
in character?
Yeah,
Okay.
in character. I dreamt it.
Okay,
So so I had an idea.
sure.
We all collectively hallucinated that we were fighting Santas.
Yeah, Snanta.
Snap.
Man, I hope
And
next
then Rob
Christmas we
decided to
fight-
kill
Oh,
all of
God.
his elves instead of saving them.
Oh, I so
Well,
wanted
I
to see
mean-
it start.
Oh my fucking god! In the Christmas canon now, I think O'Malley is now Santa, right?
Yeah, because he smashed in Santa's head
Head
so
and got
hard
his
that
crown.
the crown spun off and landed on his head.
Moving aside from disturbing Santa Claus rules, you have basically 3 days left on your journey before you reach the edge of Dragon's Rest. And yeah, the hero is going to say, well, I think now would be a good chance for us all to rest as we continue our journey. And I will bring us all in towards the city.
Is this a long
You
rest or a
got-
short rest?
You guys are going to have 3 days to long rest.
Cool. I'll just fix my health then.
Yep. Everyone gets back magic and spells. Vera will explain. So, the effects of the Absent Range are going to get stronger as we get closer to the Absent Range. They are weaker in Dragon's Rest than they would be if you were actually crossing through one of the mountains, but they are still quite significant. Any magical items or magical spells or abilities that you have will be affected by the wild magic in the area.
If we unattune from items, does that mean it's going to become less risky to use in the area?
Yes, but you
While
won't
you-
get any magical effects from
I'll
them.
be back in 1 second.
Right.
What about my bow?
What about it?
Sort of.
It's a magic item.
Yeah, but a sacred one, I suppose.
Magic is magic, I'm afraid. It will be affected.
Magic is magic.
Blam's desk. Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Right, well, we'll wait 2 seconds for Alex to come back, and then I will describe your journey into Dragon's Rest. Congrats. I didn't expect you to knock him down to 0 health, to be honest. Thought he was going to get away. Sarah did well with the chase.
Can you?
And yeah, Nick did well with the magic missile. That's a good call. Sorry,
you-
say again, Rob.
Yeah, sorry. Can you clear something up on the amount of damage I dealt him? Because earlier, my attack that I did on him when I was floaty, I did 21 slashing cold, and then
Yes.
a double. Sorry, 12 slashing cold, then a double 21 to 42. Stealth.
So it's only the dice that are doubled. So your slashing cold includes your dexterity modifier. That is not doubled. So take 5 off your 21 and then double it, and then add 5 and then add your doubled sneak attack. And that will give you, I believe, 59.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. I know it's a bit complicated, but that's just the way that the maths works.
So 21 minus 5 times 2. No? Oh, then it was double the 12 as well.
Times 2 is...
So 16... Yeah, 16
16
times
times
2.
2 is 32.
32. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for where this is. Sorry.
No, that's right.
Uh,
Yeah, no, I was just trying to work out how you got to 59, but yeah, this makes more sense.
yeah. I think I worked out the damage, right?
You probably did, yeah. I mean, you have, 5 points of leeway here?
Sure. Okay. Where did Alex go? Did you just go to the
I'm
toilet?
back. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm back.
sorry. I'm waiting for you before I described your descent into Dragon's Rest. So, you, as you draw closer to Dragon's Rest, and like within the next few days, you get to like where you can get a much clearer view. There are 3 large black spires that pierce above the clouds, sort of in this gap between the mountains, which sort of denote where Dragon's Rest is. As you approach them, you do see that there are these large bridges that connect between each of the spires as well. However, the ship sails in and approaches the easternmost of the 3 spires, the one nearest to you, and sort of like gingerly flies in towards it as like this thing just gets larger and larger and larger. And this spire is enormous. Like, just in terms of width, think of like Saruman's tower in Lord of the Rings. Like, this thing is, a huge tower, except it is exceptionally tall.
Never seen it.
And, you should. Really good movie.
Yeah.
You sort of like come up to it, and there is like a makeshift docking platform which has been built, and there are a couple of other makeshift ships docked around this, which have most likely been made by other brass dragons. Again, they share like similar features to the Sky Swimmer, being the sort of piecemeal thing with all sorts of strange things bolted onto it. Some of them are larger, some of them are much smaller. And each one of them seems to have like a unique personal flair to the dragon that created it. You guys are able to descend from the ship safely onto the dock as Vero like lowers a ladder down the ship and like transforms in order to just fly down and moor the ship himself. And he will then lead you all and say, now, just be very careful here. While I would like to say that you are welcome guests within Dragon's Rest, it's more a case that because Francisca has vouched for you, you are currently tolerated within Dragon's Rest. This isn't a place where you're kind of normally allowed to step. So, I really request that you be on your best behavior. And with that, you sort of like approach this doorway built like at the edge of the docks, which is built into this enormous obelisk, this enormous tower, and like the doorway opens as you approach it, and walking out of the doorway is an enormous, probably like 10, 11 feet tall dragonborn, all golden scales, who looks down at you all and then like looks away from you and regards Vero and says, "Little brother, I assume these are the fate touched." And yeah, Vero like looks at his feet and says, "Yes, so far these are the fate touched that Francisca sent for. That I've already asked that they be on their best behavior. En route, we were attacked by," and he like cuts off Vero and regards all of you. It's good. You've already been told to be on your best behavior. Then you already know what is expected of you. Francisca awaits below before you are brought before the Queen. I warn you, we are all very, very meticulous with our hoards. Any sticky fingers will not be tolerated and will be noticed. We know what your kind are like."
Elbows out.
So no stealing scales then, yeah.
No stealing.
Yeah, yes.
You have been warned by a... I'm not going to try and be coy. This is a gold dragon.
Oh,
So he likes gold?
no, he's made of gold.
He is made of gold. His scales are golden.
Wait, so he's weak then? Because gold's like not a... It's quite a malleable...
His scales are not actually gold. They're gold-coloured.
Oh.
They're dragons. They're made of dragon scale.
I was going to say, he'd be a very, very heavy dragon if he was made of gold.
I mean, he's a very heavy dragon, full stop.
True.
If he is an older brother of Vero, he is ancient.
How many
so
squares does he take up?
He's going to be at least the same size as Artemy.
Okay.
Fair warning. So, yeah, he looks down at you all and he says, "Well, Artemy has already named me. I'm Salafar. I've heard your names, although I don't know you." And he regards O'Malley.
At this point, O'Malley begins his introduction. "Oh, well, my name is O'Malley Jones. My friends call me O'Malls.
I'll
You
just
can call
call
me
you
O'Malley.
O'Malley. Yes.
I like how we get on so well."
I don't. And he will...
It's whoever stood next to me, under my breath, I say, "We could probably take him."
Hang on, I'm a roll. He doesn't hear. He would have taken that as a challenge. Gold dragons are very prideful. By the way, they eat gold.
Oh my golden nuggets.
Would they what? Does he say that, or is that just out of...
No, sorry, this is out of character.
I was just going to say, if O'Malley heard that, he'd be like, "You what? Give me the gold, you bastard!"
Actually, gold dragons will eat just about anything valuable. Yeah. So, but you know, that is out of character knowledge. Yeah, I think there's like this awkward silence as you like look away from him and mutter something to the person next to you, and he doesn't catch it, and he's like, "Very well then, if you are with the fate touch, then you'll be permitted entry." And he steps aside and allows you all into the tower.
Also, at hearing that, I say, "I should hope so, because I've got a contract that says I'm with him." And I pull out the contract very proudly myself.
Is it the one that you wrote or the one that Erlan wrote?
Both of them, actually. They're attached to each other.
Okay. He, like, one of them is like in fine penmanship, and the other one is like dyspraxic scribble. So
I'm sure you can work out which is which.
And he doesn't seem very impressed or interested in your piece of paper. Like, he understands what a contract is, he just doesn't. He thinks it's kind of beneath him. As he just sort of sighs and says, "Follow me, and I will lead you to the elevator. I'm assuming that most of you can't fly."
Nope,
And
can't
he
fly.
looks at Risu.
I say no, but I could teleport, and I switch between my echo every now and again. Just
Very impressive, little one. He leads you down these hallways, and they are pitch black, by the way, for anyone without dark vision.
I can't see shit.
Nope.
Mhm. So I'm assuming you guys need to light up torches, which again, he sighs at, because dragons have near perfect dark vision and have no need for lighting this area. And also, it's not an area they need to actually travel through very often, being giant dragons that can fly.
Oh, Mr. Dragon, what big eyes you have. Does my boreal...
You're just flirting with every dragon you see.
No! It was supposed to be a little Red Riding Hood reference.
I'm aware.
Okay, good.
Confirmed scaly.
No. I was going to say, does my boreal blade produce light still?
No, that was the moonlight short sword, I believe.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would. Okay.
And technically that only does it at night.
Oh, wait, so even though we're on the surface and in dark, it still doesn't produce... It wouldn't have produced light? Even if it was
Only during
daytime?
nighttime.
Huh.
Yeah. It's
Wait, so-
moonlight short sword.
Ah, okay.
It's a common magic item. Its enchantment isn't very powerful.
Yeah, no, I just didn't realise that it had to be that particular time.
Yeah.
So even in a cave, if it was the middle of the day, it wouldn't work.
I mean, it shouldn't have worked on the surface at all times.
I don't think it has. There's probably times when I've forgotten that particular detail, but in the item description, I believe it's nighttime.
We may have been using it without that rule.
Man,
We may have.
Actually, that's one way of me figuring out if it's day or night. Just pull out my...
Yeah.
I don't know. Would have been able to.
I was
What
gonna
time is
say,
it?
I don't
It's
think
night.
you have it.
It's night.
It's night.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's somewhere between one 12-hour period and another 12-hour period.
Yeah, but is it like daylight savings or what?
Oh,
I
no.
don't want to answer these questions.
Okay.
Technically, there are seasons, and it is autumn. So, the nights are longer, I guess.
See, you answered it.
Yes, yeah. I didn't answer it that specifically.
Wait, does it light up at dusk?
Yes.
Wait, if the moon's out in the
It lights
day,
up at sunset. No,
Does it light
sunset and sunrise, okay? I'm done. Question time is over.
okay.
Okay. So you are led through these darkened hallways, and these hallways are very large, and you can see there's been some shall we say excavation where many walls have been knocked out in order to make the area significantly larger and probably more dragon accessible. Until you are brought to a rickety elevator as Salafar regards you all and says, "I'm assuming you don't want to climb down the steps."
Who's that to?
So just the crew. It's
how big are
going
the
to be
steps?
quite
How far down?
below cloud level, so 10,000 feet.
Whoa.
Oh, these are some big steps.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why.
Well,
That's
at least
why
we're going down them and not
Artemi
up.
had time to make all his death saves before he fell. Because he's going to be falling for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
But,
no,
yeah.
elevator sounds good.
So, Mike
So-
Wazowski.
Yeah.
As I don't know what you're referencing. Well,
Oh.
I know it's Monsters Inc., but I don't know what scene you're referencing.
No, so I said Mike Wazowski.
No, I think she said elevator sounds fine.
Where
Yeah.
did you get Mike Wazowski
Jesus.
I
from?
don't know. Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Wazowski!
I don't know. I was too busy.
Wazowski!
I was too busy thinking about my
How much
dominoes.
sleep have you had?
Jesus,
4
bro.
hours.
Do we need to end
3.
this? end the session. Look, the session's coming to an end now, alright?
All right, on Discord it sounded like that was a small cut off. All right,
It's fine.
in
So,
my ears.
yeah, you are all guided into this elevator as you descend in almost pitch black darkness on this rickety wooden elevator with Vero and this 10-foot tall gold dragon that is transformed into a dragonborn. Yeah, I think like an awkward silence just sort of passes for like you descend slowly for about half an hour to an hour.
Mike Wazowski would have rolled down the stairs. That ball man.
Mike Wazowski would have spent the next 2 days climbing stairs.
Oh, going up, not down.
Well, it's like climbing downstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he would have rolled.
Okay. You would have died.
He's a ball.
Probably would have
Ball
been
with
the-
arms.
He's
and a massive
bouncy.
eye.
He'd be fine.
Okay. I don't want to discuss the fall damage in Monsters Inc.
Save that for next episode.
Yeah, the canonical fall damage within the Monsters Inc. universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, you are once again below the clouds and into the city. The city is actually lit, and once you are sort of led out of the obelisk and to the base of it, you get a view of the city around you, and I will move you onto the map. Ta-da! Now, I actually still hate this floor texture and will probably change it.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
However,
really, really
currently,
pixely.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
it's-
oh,
God.
actually,
That's
give it a
very
minute
lovely.
Oh, there
to
you
Clears
go.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's cleared up.
give it a minute to come in.
It's
Oh,
still
yeah,
very
you-
thick outlines though.
Yeah. Well, the outlines being thick is
I love the
just
grass.
that's the style. What grass? The style on Incarnate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate this floor texture, so I will probably change that.
The green, is it not grass?
What?
What do you?
Is it
It's
supposed to be
fucking
trees?
tiles. Look at it.
Oh. I thought you were just
It's-
trying to represent.
No, it's
I thought they
tiles.
were trees.
Where did you get the tiles from?
It's just Incarnate's textures. I was messing around. I didn't actually intend on using this map, but the other one did not function. So
Logan wasn't expecting us to make it all the way to here.
no, I
Yeah.
figured you would make it here, but like it was midnight yesterday, and I wasn't going to fuck around any further. So you know, the floor texture will likely be changed for next session. However, yeah, you guys are in fact brought to the bottom of the easternmost obelisk, where you are presented a view
Where
of
did we just
Dragon's
come
Rest.
out of? Where was the elevator? Just
The
so I
obelisk
can-
here.
Oh, it's actually
This one,
inside
yeah.
that. Okay.
Yes. As you can think of this as sort of like a sectional view of it, as it ascends above the
Yeah.
clouds.
Yeah. And there's another one there.
And like, by the way, this city is fucking ruins. There is not a single intact building. The obelisks are the most intact, but like even they have had like significant like damage to walls, floors, exterior walls. Like
We made it on time.
Oh wow.
Looking around at everything, I'm like, Christ, this place is a dump. I thought the riggers was bad.
he says, I don't think you can say that word here.
I was
We've
going
got
to say,
black
did you
dragons
say that
living
out
here,
loud?
dude. No. So
I literally over O'Malley's head. What? It's just-
yeah, so he looks at it, he says, well, we don't really have much use for your architecture here. Most dragons in the wilderness prefer to live in caves or ruins. So, large opulent buildings made by the creatures that once hunted my kind were desecrated, so to say. However, with that, I think now is a good time to end the session.
So, since this area is now called Dragon's Rest because
Yes.
they took over whatever city this was once,
Yeah.
When we eventually banish the dragons from Dragon's Rest, can we call it Dragon's Pass because you kind of passed through like?
Are you planning on genociding the dragons?
No, I'm gonna relocate them to an island far, far away. In Shrek.
I'll leave your negotiations for next session, I guess.
Oh God, we should have just left him on the ship.
Yep. I guarantee Ott is going to steal something and get eaten, dude.
Shall I start writing a new character now?
Yeah.
That would be a good way to go if you wanted to start a new character.
Get eaten
Well-
by a dragon.
Get eaten by a dragon.
I'd do it.
Good game, everyone. You fought your first ancient dragon.
Easy.
First of many. They get worse from here.
Easy win.
None of you... Well, Taito went unconscious.
O'Malley dropped pretty low.
Yeah. But that fight could definitely have been worse.